past few months,
gentlemen, 4,000 at work, earners and civilians. Our work aligns with the government's resetting agenda, focusing on equity.
Over the past few months, we have been focusing on providing a platform for various sector ministers to highlight the sort of work they've been doing since President Mahama returned to office. From next month, we will expand the scope of this program to include regional developments. And so from the middle of next month, we will be introducing the Regional Accountability Series, at which regional ministers would essentially replicate what happens at the sectoral level, where they will unveil happenings in their regions and specific work done since January 2025. So please stay tuned for that. But today, we revisit an important sector of national development: water supply, housing, coastal protection, and what have you, are matters that directly affect the generality of our people. And President Mahama is determined to ensure that these services are provided in quantities that are adequate and help the people of Ghana attain an appreciable standard of living. And who best to take us through what has been happening in the sector than the Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, the Honorable Ken Ejay, who has been tasked with the responsibility to manage the sector and ensure that specific objectives are realized. So we have the pleasure of being joined by the Honorable Ken Ejay, Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, to reveal to all of us what has been happening in the sector under his watch. Without taking any more of your time, I would invite the Honorable Minister to the microphone to make his presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Felix Ofosu Kwachi. The Honorable Minister of State for Government Communication, Directors and Heads of Departments and Agencies, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is an honor and a privilege to present the performance of the Works, Housing and Water Resources sector. I consider this occasion as both significant and timely. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I extend warm greetings to all stakeholders as well as viewers joining us virtually through social media platforms. Your participation underscores our shared commitment to inclusive governance and effective communication. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry's core mandate is rooted in the vision of building a resilient, modern society that enhances the economic and social well-being of all Ghanaians. Our work aligns with the government's resetting agenda, focusing on equity, sustainability, and transformation. Over the past months of resetting, we have made notable strides across our three core areas: works, housing, and water resources. Our progress speaks to our enduring commitment to transforming lives, strengthening communities, and advancing the foundational work for Ghana's sustainable development. The works subsector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the functions of the works subsector focuses on 1, the protection of the country's coastlines; 2, provision of urban drainage system to mitigate flood disasters; 3, maintenance of government properties; and 4, delivery of quality architectural and engineering services. Coastal protection works. Ghana's coastal belt continues to face significant threats due to the rising sea levels, resulting in flooding, shoreline erosion, and community displacement. In response, my ministry has prioritized strategic coastal protection to safeguard lives, livelihoods, and infrastructure. Notable achievements include the successful completion of coastal protection works at Kwabena, Ningo Pram Pram, and Elmina. At Kwabena, the project included the construction of a critical bridge and a modern fish market, which have also been completed. These interventions have improved local connectivity and enhanced livelihoods, particularly in the fishing communities of British and Dutch Kwabena. At Ningo Pram Pram, extensive dredging of the Jale Lagoon Basin was also successfully executed, providing improved protection for residential dwellings and restoring public access to the beachfront. Similarly, the third phase of the new Takoradi Sea Defense Project at Elmina has also been completed. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these three projects have altogether protected an approximately 15 kilometers of coastline and offered protection to lives, livelihood, and properties. Additionally, there are other coastal protection projects at various stages of completion. 1. Dansoman Sea Defense, 95% completed. Dansoman Emergency Sea Defense Phase 2, 15% completed. Disco Coastal Protection Project, 36% completed. 4. Anomabu Coastal Protection Project, 81% completed. 5. Cape Coast Coastal Protection Project Phase 1, 80% completed. Cape Coast Coastal Protection Project Phase 2, 23% completed. Aboase Coastal Protection Project, 75% completed. Axim Coastal Protection Project, additional works, 12% completed. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will recall in March 2025, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama visited Sulakope, Agaveji, and Amutinu in the Ketu South municipality, where tidal waves had displaced thousands of residents. During that visit, a firm commitment was made by His Excellency, the President, to address that devastation. True to that promise, I am pleased to announce that a contract was awarded for the Phase 2 of the Blekusu Coastal Protection Project. And in August last year, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, officially broke ground for the commencement of this critical project. Currently, the project is 25% completed, and calm has already been restored along the coastline. Additionally, the Lower Volta Basin Sea Defense Corridor has been incorporated into Waka Resilience Investment Project Phase 2, with technical assessments and environmental impact studies currently ongoing. Feasibility studies have also commenced for future coastal projects at Shama Apo, Ningo Pram Pram, that is the Phase 2, and Ada West. Drainage and flood control works. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, flooding remains one of the most pressing infrastructural challenges in the country. Addressing flooding has remained one of the topmost priorities of this government since assuming office. A presidential task force on flooding, led by the Deputy Chief of Staff, has been established to coordinate national flood mitigation efforts. This high-level team, as part of its efforts, have carried out comprehensive assessments on major drainage infrastructure within key hydrological basins. These assessments have assisted in prioritizing critical flood-prone areas for interventions, as well as guided the design and execution of long-term flood mitigation strategies. Under the National Flood Control Program, spanning 2020, 2023, and 2024, my ministry has been implementing critical interventions to reduce flood-related risks. Notably, progress has been made in the construction, rehabilitation, and desilting of drains across various regions. These works have contributed significantly to improving the capacity of drainage systems, thereby reducing flood risk in identified hotspots. These interventions have resulted in the construction of an approximately 1.76 kilometers of storm drains as at December 2025. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as part of the Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Development Project, that's known as GARID, performance-based dredging of the Odo Channel has continued from the line sections at Caprice and Circle. A post-dredging survey indicates that a total of 90,936 cubic meters of sediment have been dredged and transported to the designated handling sites. Similarly, upgrading interventions, including the construction of storm drains, local drains, major culverts, road paving, as well as other road works in Alogoshi, Akwetema, and Nima are 58%, 62%, and 65% completed, respectively. Other drainage improvement works have also commenced at Achimota, Nima Paloma, and Kanishi. As part of the non-structural measures, various equipment have been acquired and installed across key water bodies in Accra to support the flood early warning response systems for Accra. The development of the flood early warning response systems for Accra is advanced, with servers now installed and configured for Ghana Hydrological Authority, the National Disaster Management Organization, and the Ghana Meteorological Authority. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in response to emerging flood risk in the Greater Kumasi metropolitan area.
All right, so that's the live on our ground 100.5 Citizen Show. My man Vanessa, Mommy Production Crew, and there's Kwame Kwache Fit one day call him and there's a Korea the party pandemic clip up salada. Oh, Mama Canada, a friend say, I don't know, do that. Oh, Mama Canada, no, do that. And a question say, said you'll be a Safa will be and Tim will be any. I got to a man who brought a question or them, my shadow. Yeah, no, so obviously, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Back there. Bako de I said I traffic light mu achimota traffic light ho kemasa ya wini po mama fo ania bro udi agura kakra bro be dinu ya ba chichi ka bo sho ya didi ana ya nchicha ama fo ya ama me bowa hey ama fo ania bro Bobie ya the jandam no amna anya the jandam eh obetua to konso gradi a shoot no aside the ashawo e atoaso Lesa ndokwa no tie mu bia wonti ase ma pattern ndokwa sa mabre so ya na egrofo adwesa mi o no mu busam na we ni ba bi o mu wo pa so bi hu de say Ghana. Aha, she. Hey, Kenofrata. Hey, Munyin free me meso. Hey. Mon pepa na kwabonte se me de Kenofrata. Enti kwame, mo de Kenofrata picture too say. Nasa mo de sa Kenneth nana ya kuntum ofrata nto so na hede. Eya mo de atome me so. Na nkrofo ebe hu wo Ghana say me de kuntum. Huh? Obviously just call it so online keke. CMG telephone number kura won fa o. Iti pame. Ye kure. Se bajuo. Hey. Seba ya se fie du mienu se du mi du na ye se ngotwi o se nice o se beso ama obi akore baabi. Na asan asan. Ai. Che. Ai, your friends say, "Wait. Ai. Aha, yeah. Uncle of Rata. So party, yeah. Kenneth Nanayao kuntum ku nunku kuntum kununku oforiata. Okocho we wokoto a. Sabra fun beka senyo no. Enya Ken of Rata na nyina nim. Nyasa akwa we wode Kenneth Nanayao kuntum kununku oforiata aye ne documents. No ka kire om say nipa no a Ghana aban hwehwe no enye wono a. Hey. Papa bi okowia akokọ yakura bi your friend Kofi Ase. Kofi Ase na okowia akokọ na wabutu akokọ no afi no oba abeku no na omkoche no na ose enkukodi nse akokọ ese na akokọ pa na ohun no ka ase ne dia so onyanku no na ase mo ache dia monyemo akokọ enkukodi nse we ebia na nanim ani nipa no ofri Ghana anese ne din no ya Kenneth Nanayao kuntum kununkum ofriata abonifo din sei so maame de tu no so papa na de tu no wo hu nipa kra wo de sa din no eto sa akwa we di bonesa kwa me unu sa ai kenofrata oye aita Oko Jericho sorry. Oko Jericho. Minim crofobia or munimino. Sata no kwa koso mo area ho. Ose minim branch kura wo ye ne de nyame nim kura ne no kura de se ogidi ni o ka no kura ene nyame na ni je ho minim branch ya o ye ne de minim o onchro ye din wo oye asafo no mu na oye Kwame enipa no so anu ane ne kono oben ho pa nipa no ana o na kwaje bre no oben ho pa da bia ne na ekoba nam se ne no nyame bible read e huna mane o ne no nyame bible huna man pa Kenneth Nanayao kuntum kununkum foriata we di bonesa abere di bonesa okay. In the CMG nene listo ya chuma nso. Nye listo na ni CMG chuma. Ya bro. Hey. Me say hey ebrechu ada ya di adwuma baba wie sada no ya di ose boni mpintin emunsam kwame emunsam berebe nebi remember ya akachi wo baby akachi NDC branch executives be frame kwame Adio asem no I touch you asem no ya asem no aya asem papa na otwini baabi enye yi ti ade na ese ujane sana konkon. Anyway, so let's move on. But coming before I be moving on, my mentor said they were in free on. Your friend is say, sir, demolition exercise na air course on. Wahu Ghana for Ankasano, Kwame. And for the first time, even the MPP for no crano to you don't see them criticizing because look yeah Kwame so we share baby and nipa ni bi asisi adan asia you ask yourself yeah e dey be pa na haye e dey ya and you see me present this aban hu bibi me pese NDC aban ehu bibi Kwame wonim say sa demolition exercise na cause on the way Ghana fo nyina agai nadmo amomo ye omo adwuma. It tells you say Ghana for per revolution ye per radical resetting. Ghana for per radical approach because me Kwame, I've been in this town. Me a woman mentra brochire da. Enti me na fufu mu kura no omu di abrochire nkoma me Bobie me nibi. Because me mentra brochire da. Ana me nkoya hwe wa brochire. Yeah, but yeah, see a tiani. Say ye wani ye ni baby akọ edio emro ye betra kopum si bewu ni asie wa ha ye ni baby akọ Kwame mi wu wa brochire meko hell mi wu wa brochire meko hell sana me na ka kire me wu wa brochire meko hell enti me ma ya ma dwene say abrochire ho no me kwasesi ana me nsi wo kra me nkwa hwe na kwa me kromo ayete no amanfo ya ye demolition ama abaye kasakasa also we media for no nyina they are following, everybody is following etrasa baby o man ya dru no ye per radical resetting masa not before now ya adwuma o ma ya adwuma o ma ya adwuma wo mo adan esisi illegal structures no o mo kura tiase se no baby o mo sisi ye nenye. The only pain is that encrophobia jeji wo mo sika adi ada wo mo jeji wo mo sika adi. That is the problem. But the point is that Kwame se obi di asase mawa enti wagimi enti unim se eho no enya baabi a eye ensuo mu. I mean unim nyansa unim se ho no nti enya baabi a ye si dan esi unim nyansa eye adwene ena eni utrimu ana wabodam obi de asase mo ato baabi a odi asase ne mo ato no eho ye nsuom uhu ye ena decide say wo was kantinu beto anwea obeto anwea na de afele akoto abo odi abefele mitie eye nadmo omo Is that a commander? Okay, the DG. Oh, only DG no. Okay, all right. So yen briefly. Obi abetiase adwuma.
Yeah, you can see that this is the reason why this demolition is being done from here. Stretching from where the demolition is being done till this point, this was how the grounds were. It was actually a water channel that connected the lagoon and straight to the sea. So this volumes of water comes all the way from the eastern region and then flow through here and from the communities. Now people have intentionally raised this face. They filled up the place more than 6 feet from the original grounds upward, and it's even higher than the community itself. So waters that are supposed to be flow from the community into the basement here is blocked, and so it gets flooded. So if anybody comes here and look at it, it's still an intention. If you look down there, you can see that trees are being cut in preparation or preparing to further move into the lagoon and block the lagoon. But if you look, this is just a bed of the lagoon, just close by. You can see the water here. So look at how close they fill the water straight down into the very core of the water being flowed. So when it rains, what do we expect? That the whole of this community's area will be flooded, not because that planners have not done their work, but because community and people have decided to encroach and fill up these spaces, put up structures, and then when people come, they carry the human face that we are breaking people's houses. That's why I want you to see the extent of which this damage is being done. And this whole body, water space that is meant for water to flow would have been covered up and taken over. And so the Director General is very particular about these actions so that we can protect life and properties rather than allowing few to cause more damage to the majority that is ahead of us.
Were they giving notice before this demolition?
Sure. Notice were given 3 months ahead. Wow. The president himself with the DG have also gone round to some of the places because last year similar actions were done, and so we didn't have flooding as we used to have it in the other place. So this is in preparation of the rainy season that is coming so that we don't get our people being flooded again. Yeah, you can see that this is the reason why this demolition is.
That's all. Finish. Finito. And onion. I said the Ghana you know. Obie per radical change. But me problem back when me war. Sorry. That was hard way. Hey, Ansah Henry Cote yebi. Ada na me ne hon to kanwa. Henry Cote yebi. Eno mu jai hono to. And now the people are back. Eni se muko bubu nkrofo dan wie. And you are not able to do anything to secure that yard. Kwame, any asewa mubusu a enkeyo. Any empese, ye be rus after 1 year time ni atoma NDC appointees. Obia yempem kwase asem. Yempese ye be unu say after yes, umubu nkrofo niema metoma NDC for. Yempem kwase asem. Yes yensi dan wo ha yensi dan wo ho. So simple. Yenye any human activity wo ha yenye any human activity wo ho. Won koto man this pani bia yempem kwase asem. Yehu say after 1 year 2 years aban no anya hwe eno ya ton dia ma NDC pani bia ye bebobo boys ano ni akotwa atum bese no penkwase asem ye ka amobi ate ye mpen kwase asem no a akufa adum di kire no ye mpen sa kwase asem no ahunu bio se wo se why your friend say nkrofo ba bi omo na illegal which a true illegal se bumbu wia yenya bibi ni emfa secure eye nature no e wo ho no lagoon no ye se protect no no yenya bibi ni emfa secure emma onipa you see Kwame onipa bia te say aboa apart from say kasa enti na ya nananom wo ye no mo say oni pa aboa obitumi dance ba bia di yes we di o chen wowo kire say oye daadaafo yes we di o chen okra we di na dwaman chen kraman onipa ya aboa but the difference between us and aboa na say ye kasa omnomo en kasa though they have their own way of communicating. What you say? Aha. Entina nyame ekire nyansa ma ye hyehyɛ mra ma ye. Hwɛ Kwame, it will shock you. Opa yenka se mra eni wiase. Obi bestumi asɔre pampam fa afati ro akɔ Jubilee House akɔ yini pieto akoto adwam. I'm telling you. Wa beka say what is wrong with you? Odi mra ni ho. Police ni ho. No restrictions. Opa yenya ye 7 days ewo Ghana ha ubonwa de ebekoso ye more complete. So always we need and the nyame my laws and on my governance so that the benya leadership entina the danger ewo leadership jimi mu ne say enipa no eto man no your problem. And it's a leadership no so Jimmy to say nipa no asemaba ebi na Akufo-Addo ne ba omi abe no ba Akufo-Addo ne ba omi agimi nyansa bia ni wo mutrim no mo dia control your system no all the system no ya the nyansa ne control. When you look at how John Mahama, Ato Forsen, Same Jemfi, Dr. Siama and he emphasized the entire NDC, even the national chairman, so on also Oko cabinet. Usha Nyansa Omude handle this exchange rate. Usha Nyansa Omude defa de non kakra yansu somun kakra yansu somun kakra Usha Nyansa Omude defa oil prices. Usha Nyansa Omude defa yes system no. You see, because Kwame, look, now Obia need to say, Sabio Sabato a year fuel per liter, 17 Ghana cedis, 18 Ghana cedis, even diesel was 19. Me Bobie Ansah, me 3 year campaign mind this from 2008, but no me need any idea says fuel betimi ati abanachi. Ni empire anese nkwase ade a Akufo-Addo di no let's halt it. Somebody should come in. Onipa ne ba waya dia odi onyira 17 ono amaye 16 no ayepe today say me twi me car me timi koto fuel 10 na say brother 9.99 na ye ntokwa na binum diko sene ayi bawa Edward bawa goyo emu ya de man no star you for the no speed is hard was any am so mechiko se o se seremni go say hard obeche woni o kagumu ani anopa do ka ba mansa koko you tise kumase for friend ye de bedi fufuo ngo fufuo ya infant for the friend ye pe ye friend say chibom ye pe chibom en gran for some pedokro se am so abre. Yeah, sure. Go you for am so mabre. Me who said and so much breakfast papa. But the point is, enyansafobi bu man. Oh, enyansafobi bu man. Omo ye nipa. Ombe mistakes. We agree. But yempe, you know, very grievous ones, a bit damage you or mine. And the Kwame, my point is say. One more palm microphone free we are. They should secure the place. Yet to Chroma, there be I yet Kwame, made me actual areas I yet demolition from Running's time for 4 at Tamil's time, JM1, Akufo-Addo, and it is palm microphone because yes, that palm more keke. No more omucha budget. No more DB. No more DB palm microphone. It's the same budget no. The obedi no and come the best secure place no more di no more pam or more keke no more obi to be catch them say oh encha mbeba don't worry Into almost a sober near my or Mokonino. They know that they are coming back one day. Iris was 6 months, 1 year, Ghana for a refi. Ubecho and Ibu no matter. Inti, a Jumanoa, or more yano, a year chado, Tashi, Hono. Ghana for support it. Say, yepe radical leadership. Say, Ghana for no more bano, or mon penquasi asem, yepe radical leadership. Enya, Bobie Ansah kosisi wa mumuno. Bobie Ansah ntimi meka nkyere NDC for say on the choir campaign. Una akoye campaign a uko campaign ma wo ho. Untimi kasa una akoye campaign ti ena no metese obi ka asembi ena ye to abama NDC na mso ye nkrase ni. Otu abama NDC se o meboa na di bone ana se otu abama NDC se o meboa na eye papa. But my position is that momon kuchucha enche emfa momon ko fele ho e kan kire sese wo de lagoon niti ahwa asante mampo enti ese ne ho no yenkum omani enidwa se munim se mo betwitwa aton de a mo man ho so simple ye friend say Ansah say no Ansah Bernard Moneka Ansah si bi bebre wo ho ora ba no me ko bi eya mani tua choboy ye yampro oh abasa ye unhun krofo mo ye enti say the documents no ko hu documents no way enti na mo ni documents Mini coffee boy chi cost of here adwuma bi wa akire ha. Na say me twam anu omo si. Me si awia no. Ya ni abri ya ho. Coffee boy chi prepare anim na so prepare manim ai. Eni oru abaye adwuma ne. Say na wo mo di party anim no to dem osre ye. Omuti the demonstrate me na ene me twam me hwe osa wo wasia wia ye bibia kama correct and anu me say rasam jona kam o complaining as ye nim krofo kro mo kwayo ye nim krofo kro na hwan ekwoka so konfo ko na ba yare a sese o konfo na kwatie droba ti we da ko konfo ko ene ye ntremu sa ene ye de titim sa be pem ne ye de titim sa kwa me sese o ka ho asem bia enye yo ko jofi agbe se o ka se is painful a e yo mo asem what is say that mo panine ka se o mo ma o mo pro notice 3 months ago. Ade ni bi wo na se wo ye dufuru pe a no hwe ni yi enye oh Steven sorry there be na say me catch re wo say chairman national chairman wo call cabinet meeting so call cabinet meeting but the point is, you can energy asema, you can energy asemi. Isabe enya jinapodi ni ebo. Yeah. You can disagree with jinapo, but hey, ejuma jinapo aye. Ewo energy ministry. Sheni age. Nekwafa amewu. Nefa na po age boom. Nehwe nkwasi ade amewu. Ene ei. Napo Shimpo one first person utimi ede $43 million efa car power free ha ai takrade ede kwa akra ye na nya car power ehun ne man bi nom tutuye enom de kosi ye terminal terminal sorry ewo ho kosi terminal ho no ye kra no so na aye terminal no na aye ho bi or say what the $41 million to say. Inti Yeah, far energy sector. Yes, I mean, Jinapo. You can have your own personal issues with him. Yeah, what was him? Yeah, anybody, Kwame. Yeah, you know, I ain't even pay one asamo. And I know any number couldn't meet him come commander. And I never see David. Your opposition and I also be I were down for NDC. We winning and you'll be you are down for choose your friends carefully. Even your mama crack can decide say when you're not down for you. It can happen. Yes, so choose your friends carefully. Be very careful. For they know human, you know, yes. Part of the opposition, yeah, and I know. Many of my there. Ye base wo an MPP for no say ya dan for ba ko ja oba say wo wa na MPP for no wa no afro na minia eti say no ombusan say eh enti wo na emre bi bedura mo afa phone afro bi say eti say da so in opposition munyina mo be ya dan for immediately power be ba no. Some will become your enemies. Some will dislike you. We will cry on pay face ahead, but the opposition to one carry. Or opposition be our obviously about Chenu be diagro. Obviously, diagro like nothing happened. Yeah, I'm catching so. I mean, checking here. These are a bit funny so. Say the old check here. No one checking here. You go to somebody thinking that, oh, this person is a friend. No, he's not a friend. He's an inside enemy. So be careful where you step. That's all. You be boom contact or minor. What you say? That is the most important thing. Now make us say, assassin, more money, and you try ma NDC in penny for. You who send this penny bia and this nibia jasase ewo baby o makobu bunkrofo dan no aye bibia ye be frem kola akotwa jatum ahye no ye no de me bobie ye hye wi ame ame de me ho be ko police station say we ye ne ye hye no ye wo de ntia ye hye no untimi se obi ade me twitwa ma party ma ye ntia ase enye yi Ghana for dia Ghana nye NDC for dia ye to aba ne ma o ye de anibre ene okom ene kwasi asema na akwati etia we ya ne sen ka deche no odi kire enti ne de ani bre koto sa aba no ye mpem kwasi asem. It doesn't mean we have willed the country to you. Govern the country per the constitution no a Kwame Nkrumah ne Rawlings no ye de to ho ma wo no govern by the constitution. Anything outside the constitution ye no be chia yam futu fe e wo kroma e so simple. Kwame your friend say napo mamenti napo de we mfiri o ahu yeka eya na nkrofo enti ase ene de akwai napo o de bo
every say me ma ti opogo prempe me say cabinet say enfie nso ane fa edu ba bi kra de na o hwe bia na the policy ba akoko parliament cabinet o after me ko ya no for mo breme me hu nyansafo a o cabinet wa sebi na na dream do cho Dr. Mahmoud Bobie every say me ma ti opogo prempe me say cabinet say enfie nso ane fa edu ba bi kra de na o hwe bia na the policy ba akoko parliament cabinet o after me ko ya no for mo breme me hu nyansafo a o cabinet wa sebi na na dream do cho Dr. Mahmoud Bobie every say me ma ti opogo prempe me say cabinet say enfie nso ane fa edu ba bi kra de na o hwe bia na the policy ba akoko parliament cabinet o after me ko ya no for mo breme me hu nyansafo a o cabinet wa sebi na na dream do cho Dr. Mahmoud Bobie every say me ma ti opogo prempe me say cabinet say enfie nso ane fa
wa say wa hu What did you nafuka wako cabinet na cabinet na okono we hunu nyansafo bia wo ho o ka se MPP fo agimi a no ma be ka che Kwame Kwache se ya na Bobie didi atem we atem didi be na che we Kwame se bi na meka senior producer se mi na meka Kwame director Frank Ebra ni Musa Frank se Frank we Bobie na eka womunim so omagimi o Kwame womunim they know me say MPP fo nim so omagimi ha ade bi MPP fo ye bi o ma seda ade bi o mu ye bia what in apo wakwa cabinet on several occasions cabinet na omukono president etim Ekufuado Oforiata etimbi Alanchre Martin tim Osafo Mafu tim Kwaku Manu tim Professor Amiyakumfi Jamba Afio etim Kwame what they meant me amobono enkrofonka Ansah no omo council of elders ni bi okro mo ko party national chairman Hakwosu agima ekobi sa agimifo be agimifo 30 o 35 ena se eya ne kohia out of agimifo 35 no se Baumia nkwa enenim nyansa hwe Baumia na hwe wo mu na hwe Baumia won enenim nyansa ho Kwame ejias yabro kroma o entina eya some of us say you say mistake be a unity wo NDC mu a na ya G3 say no this is not what we preached enye we ni ekoka kire nkrofo no me kroma sante mampon there is no way they will vote for NDC almost every week na me sikrom ho ya adwuma wa Ashanti region ada me ne sami jamfit ini Captain Smart TV so a me catch sami jamfit Ashanti region we are doing 33% na sami jamfit atiem Kwabena na so de tra ya Ashanti forma me papa free offense me ma me free Ashanti mampon ya adwuma wo fom ye ni ma de kra ye ka ya chichire fom ni ye ye be chire nkrofo we nyansa se Ashanti for ye modam ye we nyina na say uye mistake ni catch us no baby ade no dey fa no enya we know what we are talking about hwe Kwame onse ni ye catch Ghana for say Jimmy for na lead here won say na probeka na say look at all these big men na say omia ene ye nyansani sa time for 8 years hey Ayi kandapa sana yiri free offense mampon ena ono free offense o free me papa krum me wasa na kandapa sa ta mu opposition free me komna eni mani bi wa o kan ya na no hye na me se onuma me kan dey na many president kamu no complain me say ya was wajimi na wo ye show ampa ya de to wa na wo ka se president agimi na msintu onyimi ade Akufo-Addo ye wonyimi na mso fa kanda pa me no nya ne free MPP mu me ja MPP 2007 Akufo-Addo agimi se mu a wodi kire okroma no ho ana okate no eno ano no oni man kasa biu na mso ni men kasa biu amemfa ho national security ska wo che no mi ni bi mi Bobie mi ni bi opa che bi men disi fo nyina me kandapa mi nsu fie da se wa yakoso se friends ati de ka onenamo me Bobie me mesraw hwe wo national security wo me mesraw hwe na akonya menim se anka wonsam akonya menim se anka wonsam me mesraw hwe wo be free woke na sinti ade akufo ado ye ni won change me for onye bodamni Kwame, how can you walk to Obi area say my boys is 7 from Abuabua kokun omo o fesu kwam my from armed robbers me we are armed robbers ya kun omo ya compensate family da wa obi da ase we oti bi empani se wan yefa unyimi mo dam a o ka so be sa de we say metimi yesi judges adan esi wo ye de oman sika na esi no watimi do oman sika akofa excavator adi abu oman no ade agu atua excavator drivers no sika mo ya sa adwuma no omo wie sa adwuma no nyina no no afa oman sika ade adwiriwiri wasiesie wo se obaba besi asore dan ofa oman sika ndi si asore dan na akọ odo oman sika no akọ high private homes ama judges no ya catch us men si dan no wo pram akire wo ensase wo obi nka se men si asore dan o baabi ade no wo no awu na wase atua comses no om dan esi wo obu ni nyina gwe om tuom ka $10 million compensation we can say Akufo bodam agimi a why should you argue this modam yimi a obey sa de we one say last minute Napo Abeka out of about 25 as a 30 members are omukọ cabinet no hwe nyansani ewum ye nyansani ni baomi o hwe MPP for nyansani a wa bin wo wiase nyina ne baomi enti na Mr. Ajekum the late Kama Kama Center Obeka say Akufo nukum pensioners 800 Jimini woku ohu Jimini tawa na mni ko bibu ache enam no oya se Kwabena Jimini oku a ohu on said that but onim se oku but we because wa Jimini betimi akwa soda powder e dia beku aduani mama say ye nkyene so anim say anya nkyene obedi amansoro nyina atwitwa obehunu no akum Jimini no wajimi na ka nyimi ya ka ba nante akola jomama AC rage na o structure ne siwo eno hwe eye nkyene no eno hye ase or building new structure we be complement with the old one and the old one is one and serve and crofon kakran only Akufo de ba omia ebedru eyela no mu bu ni nyina gu ye eno mo koe Jimini no Jimini eno no Jimini eni nyansani that is the difference Jimini and a better so 8 years no Jimini wa buagu okọ obu ni nyina ne atiem se Akufo do Baumia adi amu ye all structure nisi wo omo land eda ho start new one no mo be wie no eno ane se mo movie wo mo ayede aba new one mu se ne old one mo be bu agu o se ne mo be ye ne dey o o se dey bi ye bu agu Jimini no na aka se nipa ba e mo damo a wako Kumasi kejetia phase 2 sorry when it ya so basi phase 2 wanye phase 2 no pro from dia wanye dia akeka ni nyina wanye uwie ya na akotumfo na otumfo busa se e dia ne waya nana baba jintia yaba o se ya memu mu nana no e bebre afa so aboaje sorry nana oni I like that matter. Also, the president. Candia, why I say, I now bonkro for the winning me, what me acquire idea we. Go and pick John Mohammed's tape or call 2 for that time. Or 5 paper. Mura. Ajuma de say Ansah wo Ghana no. Me free abemru. Na ma ye say ni. Ah. Sa obuakura wakabi. So that will waking up the conversation of national development. Anameboa. Where there be on call that I'm Zomiaba. I don't know about you. Sorry, now or no why in a foot kapoo. Minia, Abejra no assailable. Jiminy Obumino no. And then Napo is telling us that out of all these people, Baumian and Niminyansa a woman, then we can appreciate why Ghana drew baby a drew. Ukraine and Russia no more kono. Now Ukraine year inflation around 4%, 3%, single digit. Now not yet, I'm say Ukraine team will do 54%. How Jimmy analysis? Ukraine no yet to bomb no kono krumono. No yeah 4% single digit. Now no to the baby. You need Europe po. Shentem kwani Ukrainentem. No at yet I'm say yeah Ukraine have do 54% here already. Just imagine Akufo-Addo time when Iran, America, Israel, there's a whole lot going on our Middle East. There is so much going on. Just imagine and Kadiebesu Okroma. Yatia and Ebola. Ebola by Jomama si centers even Yaran Krabia me Ragana. COVID by COVID nyama ekromha na akoya sore de na poso ejimi fuyi wa sore ya do no way ofri no way ba no de no way prime minister aba ade achi na party taso wane Ramaphosa South Africa president no way prime minister no koya and following 2 days no more announce say COVID aba COVID ne ba ya no ma ase ene ebeje mo COVID tax kwame we enye jimifu na ebuman ewiase amaye sei mpamcha ewiase amaye ne sei mrante momo ame 100 and something as 200 cheme oman ya omoje COVID tax cheme oman ya omoje COVID tax none obi ani ho enti na po ka kire mo se ejimifu obuman ya na podika na pono kura hu so no no wajimi na o hwe ni padodo we nyina say kwame 195 no emu ba ko pe ya Ghana Akufo-Addo nom ne decide so mbe sa ade no ye omoje COVID tax enti intridi ade ba ye beje polio ba ye beje krosankruksa kro de se mampere ni nyina tax ye beje ba ayi na pa hunu se ba omia nim Ansah che no ba omia wotimi fa expired canned foods aduane a aprokoma ne kromfo wale mamprisifo ediye ba omia enim Ansah che Akufo-Addo kwame ese kro ya nyame na ahwe aso mfie nwotwe o I'm telling you na pasema oka no onim Akufo-Addo adwene nya adwuma da efiri ne nkola abrem ya de ya busu afo no omuntie nim na dwene nya adwuma da enti napo no a se napo o maame ya achimini o papa na ya santini napo o maame ya achimini ono o mu a onim no na dwene nya adwuma da Akufo-Addo adwene enya adwuma da e wo wiase enti onim se once our Ghana your lifetime no ye nya a very mad person Emma no bedi o mind to say Ghana anim na se ba omia na nim Ansah ene say yanko ba bia o medimu be se Ghana for na maka kire obi ase ba bia ne emasi keka kro no yenhwe bibi mesra ene ya se eye kanaje eye meet the press I've been saying this, engage the people, talk to them, let the people understand baby are you drew your difficulties are don't shield it from the people yani I employ mo your taxes and I'm also survive on obu oha se wa meye NDC appointee a enka sebe car tie kronto bi da eni nyame adom otilan crusem otilan cruiser no because your man for no na employ wo when there are difficulties address it, talk to us, explain to us, let us understand what is going on. Ono yere no ma ofie na se ohia ba chirichiri mu kire wo mo. Last week we akoko, this weekend we akoko. Say ni say nti ene ntimi nwi akoko. Makwaji mortgage eya na me salary no omote. Nti say no mesremo. Enkwala no ne oba no they will adjust themselves. Kopem say enema beba normalcy. Enya akakabensem. Explain yourself. And I think Ora Keneji asante this year Keneji aye nyame so adwuma last week and na metie mu frɛ no and na me minister Kwachofosu say Kwachofosu na agi atem ne die ni nyina afa MPP 40 mi di na temfra no pa akopema nwumre ono so ye frɛ no wa man tamsen so ono ne wususa and na no susa na no ye hwehwehwehwehwe ono mutimi yem basa me ayana me minister line no na me pro wotumi no mo ye ne basa pete no no gentility ye kuya wo ha ye wie no ha ya to be more pa ma me feel but yen go tie ye Kanaje on these issues about a shortage of water in the system. We are worried about this trend. We are very, very worried. You meet people carrying gallons and other things. The late Professor Mills said,
the water subsector, water resources management. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's annual renewable water resources are estimated at approximately 54 billion cubic meters, with over 70% of this volume sourced from the Volta Basin, shared among 6 riparian nations, including Ghana. However, per capita renewable water availability has been on a steady decline from approximately 3,000 cubic meters per person per year in the 1960s to about 1,650 cubic meters as at today. This figure falls below the United Nations threshold of 1,700 cubic meters, indicating parts of the country are already experiencing water stress situation. Despite the abundance of natural water resources, Ghana continues to face significant and multifaceted challenges that hinder sustainable water resource management. These include 1. Climate variability such as erratic rainfall, drought, and flood have become more intense and frequent. Illegal mining, commonly referred to as galamsey, continues to pollute our rivers and threatens our ecosystems. Deforestation and poor land management practices continue to degrade our watersheds. Over 60% of Ghana's river catchments have been subjected to unsustainable land use practices. Inadequate enforcement of regulations, overlapping institutional mandates, limited resources, and lack of real-time data do hamper coordinated interventions and further compound our challenges. Uncontrolled urban sprawl, which has led to the encroachment of wetlands, riverbanks, and recharge zones. Borehole drilling, largely unregulated, is depleting aquifers, while industrial expansion often disregards effluent control measures. To address the challenges outlined above, the Water Resources Commission with the support of government and other development partners, raised 34,000 seedlings as part of the buffer zone restoration program. Continued with the implementation of nature-based solutions, as well as the establishment of watershed investment programs for some river basins. The Commission has also adopted the bottom-up approach of water resources management by establishing local water governance systems, where riverian communities are directly engaged to support the management of our water resources. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, according to the Ghana Statistical Service and the WHO and UNICEF Joint Monitoring Program, approximately 88% of Ghana's population.
Fine anyo da ni na na anyo da na se fa baby na anyo de.
Nyamede.
The honorable professor chire nyina ne se. Wo hwe Ghana ye nipa dom a ye wo. Efritete ebe ade echi ade ese. Ye wo ye doso. Na so hwe ye nsu a ye tumi aso ne so ema ye nom no a. Ikin said nipa na ye wo no doso sene said ye bie nsu no a ye no emu. Sesi a ye ka se nsu hawo. Nsu hawo ne se eniama bebre yensa ase a yenhwe so yie. Igalamisi edi se ye nsu ene enkrofo asebio amanyumaku ahodo a ase omo ehwe ensuo omo nambe no musaso menya ensuo ase we ye ne de omo hu ba bi also no hia overlapping functions no kro no ba enti wo kire de enti a ya bedu sampempen so ayedri ba emi se ebra ena bohos kura yi tu kura no so kura do no an ye regulate obi free ti da se abra no ama me ka say omatu bohos ewo mu fia nso no mu ntimi nyusu because ya nya proper testing no honkro no ba enti atin say wa timi atre problems a compound ya me abidu pempenso adi me sure say nki I go forward afi na obekire in the government intervention what the government is
no ya ndia oboso semitie ya no various water plants ya omo wadwuma
what's the government accountability this is the first time I will appear
but when in baby me struggle say metiase no on say media I've always made it plain that na boreholes for instance so me person make MPP for asem yenya to abama wa hwe so na ye de ese wo ye me ade a me pe wo wi ase complain so de citizen show ejamia se me ya ma citizen show ayeye eni hia me enye de obi ye so until 1 year ni no eya you nim sa problem we no what have they done to fix these boreholes regulatory matters odi galam say the crowd here ye mfa ne say ye nyina anim sem eya igusu a ye pem so ene e wo kra na party fo ye bi dia benum fin enti ene de ye nim but these little styles with the boreholes ye regulating no and I said the okay agents we in a jumanko even as yesterday they were talking about contractors omo ye adwuma mu twetwa pipelines mu basa yanso contribute to East Legon Chado your friend say sprinklers. These are some of the issues so I me person komono a little bit advanced
nana metwase but me sure so when your
progressive
one opportunity and you know ni serious no ni delivery ni nyina
no nya ni nyina
yes and I me so sa manya
but with this issue media yetie because what are known name also boboni ma bebre so housing issues my also because what are na hear me into what are media we took our time in full
like I was saying we share government accountability series no bi obeko bia no especially obi first time we appear I was happy
you can the first time
yeah then it's first time I
the first time okay all right okay
they always try to give the background baby how the obey inherit problems all on now going forward no ache so ye buy ye no they are buying ye how they mitigate and also they solve this
with this you know can say omo institute community I mean say Ghana Water Commission omo institute community something to engage various I would say these kind of things in America are subjective. Subjective to the extent say okay, so we ask ourselves time bay now when more beshasi aye juma emre bay timeline not to say because even with engagement in the crown man to say journalists be able to sign the timelines.
Yeah.
Say so all these things comes into play. Though it's good that yes you engage the people, but I think not say progressive and a little bit detailed.
Some of them policy. Now we have to draft a policy. Now we have policy credibility. We have approval from cabinet. They say boho se say yen to two and I will be a do pay. See, I gonna hide.
And you're next year.
David, they say, yeah, ban water treatment.
Yeah.
If government, yeah, not just obey expanded the water treatment plant or Ghana. So government must kasa nekrana. Big event programs like that, and it take time. It will take more than 1 year. Over Professor must buy or she has or expanded on water treatment. It take 1.5 years. And with the Muhammad, I think 1 year or 2 years and a year. She desalination water plant to me at the year. It will take time. But a bandit say boreholes, yeah. This will be any say boreholes there. Unya was asked be able to be another testing.
So you see, the problem is policy, formulation in ye yanko seminar, yanko senchi, yanko daoka kramra. Yem farmer directors.
Policy behind your policy.
Take it easy. Yem chief directors in Kushia. Yem fanko cabinet approval no. Unye no se na ene no bohus no 20 na 35 abeka ho. So the problem keeps on expanding. It keeps on expanding. Tina yentimi solve enema enwie no. Enema ni bi wa drastic approach, radical approach, Operation Cow Leg, let's halt it, Brian. Because the more you give time, when you say the ye subesity, we jai Bobie obekwa kutu, we jai honto obekwa kutu. Unye policy formulation ni no. Na the BCS. Somebody is asking me about tertiary desalination plant. I man to say or kahwasem. But the also another major source of
we have to take time and play back.
No, you did not touch on it. With the water, and with the water, means so that's on the name here. They cannot by did not follow. And so that's me here me pa because on to upon you now coffee and you see old women. It's not nice.
You call sprinters name and
it's not nice.
All those areas and you why they pa.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Tank of we be gram and supply
enya the papa cran kola e bia homachi be 5:30 we will say kola nke say
one thing was say when say nyame ya adomu a ena nwumre I'll pay much attention no metimeti on about delivery ni nyina me wi an makwa say 2025 budget allocation be near the call.
Yeah, the call. Okay.
Yeah, right. 2026 okay. Is allocation be near the call.
Let's do that job.
Because sometimes one way na ka say the mere fact say you appointing minister. And the funny thing is that sometimes they can give allocation, but allocation scarce and beba. If I take a Greek, over last year budget, percentage about a Greek no was less than 1%.
But you need to work.
You need to work. Yeah. But I know crano sikana saba e kwada na because me body achewa. At I said sometimes ministry ni bo onma e wo ho. Or more programs, they have directors, they have policies, but budget allocation is different from sikana kasaba. Ye release kana di ama wo. Budget need a projection. Abanso afi our Accra FM. My manager afi me pese me sister studio ha AC ni machines ni nyina mo bi ya che. Ti me sister ni nyina ebe koso 10 million Ghana cedis. And to many be or IBM, so I feed we are going to see new ACs, we are going to see new computers, new microphones, new chair, new everything, console, everything. And it will be anymore. As to say, Sikane Beba, I'm a manager, no, at media said you so is another issue.
Ohima Amaska say
was any message not you share as we there. Evidence was any amount. Come said, or send my piano the Mawa.
Ozo mo dama we first ka kotobu free Israel.
And I don't mean you can't be the I mean was Bobie ni suban crowd. And now we are Santini inti bro focus no mu de man.
Why? Why are some of them?
Oh, we was just I when a message about me, no pa cross my kind of message you be sending them.
Me sure say be a friend say akoya se wana amane kasa.
And my misala and you for that better particulars. So I don't know.
You Mate Mate oyema. Anyway, so I wa juma bebre ayebe. And Makase this time around we are say ekonanim media work no enhancement ebem we are advancing, and for that matter we need to pay attention to our bloggers, social media activists. We need to pay attention to them. Yeah, say traditional media no. Yeah kwadwofo. Bloggers no. Hontosi ya mo ha adwene. But hey, wutimi hu blogger bi wo ha. Obi echi. The next 30 minutes you see the person. Sometimes I ask myself, but to be honest, bloggers in the Omuntimi Apia Stadium. Yene die movement die. Ye Kagana ha say ye movie pa. Debi Omuntimi Apia Stadium.
Precision.
Untimi da. Untimi yene die Apia Stadium o kosro ba form. I'm number one.
Your bloggers win as Afinat Pan.
Men come at one sofa no. On one sofa no. Ono de
Why you now? I just want to yo.
Aye, what she others also just do any other woo. Chowada pa. That William see a lose through David was a briefy. Now so far, Casamova.
To Samia.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm also there. No, anyway, so this week, and I know Monday we engage Raf, engage Ebonoa, and Eric, he engage Omunina. But today we are engaging. Your friend is Yenia Amaro Shako. Shako, can you panel members no? And Honto is here, Divine and Chroma will join us in the studio. We need to talk about that. My catch and I'm trying on my Facebook page said, to be honest, I don't have time for MPP primaries. The reason is that MPP come to kwa and benefit Ghana near or take market. Ghana for 57% a kotuaba. Any endorsement 58% a JM no. Some people for so mbejucho mutikura free so. Any obi ani bibia first no na obi ka yesusa na yadwene na MPP for ku omo pekro mu omo pekro mo bo mo anu de mu ntwa janto omo mu. Enye obi asem me I won't spend 30 seconds talking about MPP primaries. Emwa Joma me ye adwuma. Say ye ka ho asem. Say your wrongs be your system no ma. We need to talk about it. Nema Joma man ne nkrofo sorry. Because mind you, enya ne ma no nyina so no mo so nim se bi omo ye mistake yane ne asanya ma we ne say ya daje wo ho ntimi nkose ma daje wo Canada Japan ho ya Canada Japan we si wo pe president edi ye friend say bre champion no kra de eye kakra bre champion no de ase eye hwe ba omia nipa na asem ye me ya ye dutwum adutwum Kwamre Japan wa kwan wonko na papa ya jeje wawu die for my mouth ye for my shawonsa kwan sa
owo abe for ma shi omubi omina so awu
why na be shiro rollins yi wawu entieze ho baba mfia na so baba wan fie
ana enua na gunu fie no person o shi ye bidie ke
there be no the fie obe dining center ho no be didi I mean we
pimpins abobo de bia pimpins kojo office kakra ka e wo kwan hu
hu bi onye scan so free e omia say 5
omia 5
educhum Ken Baumia Brian
say educhum ne Kwabena de enyom fio no mo nka
Davio chese ena de ntia me person make bi no MPP primaries we any primaries are on my present they are more than some class nipa 5 ni nyina hunhunu
the tweet of the matter ne say
en komo fra jogate ne ye friend say papa ebuache ja konom kura nkan fa so di chale yen we see time yen go straight to adwuma Sako use microphone we use microphone pacho Omaye. Oh, okay. Yes, Omaye. Shako, titraona e face me. Shako, Akwaba.
Yeah, my boss.
Boko die.
Yami adum bibia boko.
Bibia okay. Edem. Amaro.
My boss.
Me ta share videos pa. Videos die ma hwe bi wo wi ase.
That's it.
Na ene bedi nkomo bebre. Manema unia peni hunto so akwaba
Ofa joso
boko de
na me adom
yeguso
atade so fatal kala ne nya common sa
no kre no kre pa
na o designer le so
men se sa kem men se sa kem
aka bebe akoto material na say designer no Menini nyina na kopama de na mensisa aka no ho atwene free last year enya hwe to material for kopama no
mento material for
they are balance
on fama de ma avede na se kura de oso no de agya ne nkola ne bi wa wo de se free ho nkokoje akwara no nso oni minyi business bi anti on fama mensisa ama me
acho de ukọ ho no mo a ontwitwa so no se be he de ontwitwa so kakra na waje e de abrem
menyi me po amano me po amana se ye nyina akopama de na se me mata na bi aka na fama de mbam na fama me fa se me udi akogya wakwala me nkonkwaje
o de we nu adagya de suma me akogya bro se na ma yo
na me a me ne kwa bro wa mfi mi na o
emfa ho
enti ma se
bi a wo bu ade enti no na obehye da saba mi mbu ade
okay Dabi we ye ni sa so enyi adwuma wura no na me pe no abona mane se me sisa akam of my dear mama me pe bia tisa o ma hwe ya o me wan sa tari ma wura gu fom na tire
ja ho atofo
aha enti asem ni nyina no but today we need to talk about a year development ekoso sure. People talk about dollar conform there today we want to talk about infrastructure. Amaro mami no nchase eni uchini pa Amaro uchini
banka before you be main topic no there's a growing propaganda be ekoso kuku board
okay yeah
just 1 minute so say NPP for share a true propaganda so kuku board Cocoa price no more better so. already there's a propaganda going round say cocoa board we di sika also di to cocoa no and to cocoa akuafo kra no cocoa munya atofo minim say what ya me sure say ba bia free by ya asante achengo over the truth of the matter and say 2022-2023 cocoa season we say all these years no cocoa board ekoje sika I friend syndicated loan nyina ne say afibia no cocoa board project so okay 2020 a year 6 years me metimi ahwe cocoa a me wo Ghana no metimi ate cocoa bi a 1 million metric tons now what did that projection no akwa solicited for fund for amanone a year syndicated loan so by 2016 and this last syndicated loan was 1.8 billion and the last syndicated loan was kwaje the bar cocoa board na nkasa won to cocoa ni free cocoa akuafo nsem
okay
ye were licensed buyers omo aye from cocoa crash for no any companies no omo na koto cocoa no e free cocoa akuafo nsem na omo aba beton the ama cocoa board
so omo ni cocoa board any direct
Dabi Ghana cocoa kuani ni cocoa board ni direct edwadie enti buyers na koto no me abanti be cocoa board ko ene so cocoa board ko gisa syndicated loan no buyers no to cocoa ni the break cocoa board na cocoa board ati omka sa na tie akufu ado buy in 2017 18 19 na sa na tie then 2022-2023 cocoa season NMP before your projection ko syndicated loan omukwaji syndicated loan kokwa omo yes omo beto ma ntimi anti kokwa dodo sa eno omu di sika no omo sa de ka over 300,000 metric tons of cocoa
yeah I remember
enti ekoba sa no the following year which is 2023-2024 cocoa season no na omo pesika omu nya eno omo sisa system no kofa another a year financing plan de buy say afedie financiers no a obi like omo this kind of obosia syndicated loan omo ankasa this kind of ba through cocoa buyers no omo to cocoa no no ma be to cocoa no enti na cocoa board enkonkwaji syndicated loan bio enti omo amoto no na this kind of ba na buyers na koto de abre cocoa board na afi o maye enti we 2024-2025 cocoa board akwankwaji syndicated loan na problem ni nie last year ebra aban edi cocoa bo neba no na world market price 1 ton cocoa na $7,800 aban calculate na exchange rate 10.25 enti sa ofa 1 ton of cocoa
na exchange rate yes
10.25 last year the omode calculate cocoa price no
okay
10.25 enti na ofa 1 ton bia on the world market now o convert the bag Ghana cedi mu a 79,950 na cocoa 1 ton bia no e wo mu 16 bags enti 16 bags we be divide 79,950 no by 16 because 16 bags na ma 1 ton we divide here nana ebema 4,996 Ghana cedis say sika no e na ebeto sa na cocoa board kwani di ama no na cocoa board nso atibi enti NDC manifesto promise say obema kwani no 70% ho mabo pen adioso wodi ni bo share so enti wodi mu 70% no e ma cocoa kwani no na amount to 3,000 I think 400 something later na exchange rate ni sa course na finance ministry SIS Ansah fat is 200 enko kam ti ye ka say cocoa bag 3,625 eno moton ena esa say nye cocoa bon kwaji syndicated loan na ne financiers na do musika ba betonti no say world market price no every 7,800 about $4,100 effect ni kire say sa buyer no ebeto Ghana cocoa at the current price a cocoa board they turn one.
Yeah, yes, say.
A year 3,625 no. So beto sa cocoa no Ghana ku yani nsem 3,625. Now or the core world market so okoton a obeboka. Pacha what you say? Because current price no, yeah the $7,800 na calculating e dinya. They say world market price now about $4,100. And so beto with the current price no case of the cotton world market wa boka enti ama financiers no they are not buying the cocoa because on so ta wabaka enti wonto and as see as so Ghana.
So which is the issue is about the world market price.
Yes. And as see as Ghana e cocoa na your price here to see ano. I was so in Cote d'Ivoire. I was so in Cote d'Ivoire I think say 2000 something. Ye biti omo. Togo ye die biti omo. Kane no e wo mu a say Cote d'Ivoire for den kosoro. On price kosoro sin Ghana. Enti eba ni si ana cocoa fo no akuafo no maximum gnom de ko. But esan say yeah, price no was in Cote d'Ivoire. I was in Togo Nintino. It makes no sense say we need the Cote d'Ivoire and not Togo Aquacoton and Naka. And the problem has to do with the change of a year, a kind of saying purchasing system where MPP system from the cocoa board syndicated loan because on Omodeka and to making sure that the financiers rank as Amrano. And this is where we are. And to offend a cocoa board, as I try, so Obeko back to the syndicated loan system. Obesa payment system no. Na man kwa mo no na kwa kwaji says cannot this can makoko eye bias na no makwa akoto e de aba. And MPP knowing very well say world market price now reduced from 7,800 USD about 4,100 USD no. Omni say definitely cocoa price because from Tomasha say sensitize it. Ekuafo so abane ba beti cocoa buoso abane ba beti cocoa buoso already no sikana cocoa board kwaji and watena so wedi. And I'm this is the propaganda echo so.
But you see, the problem may have been following. One year PR Cocoa Board PR.
There's a guy called Jerome. Yeah, Jerome.
Is he a media person?
Minim educational background, but what I know to know, I think it's one of the regional communication officers of the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Obi, one of the media guys, I think from Despite Company or Multimedia, yeah, now for be in Komo, and he was that was somewhere last week. Last week, that was Asante Mampong. And nipa ni mi di Komo was Kwabena Cocoa Board PR system na nya crowd. Nam si bo media mi nim wasem. Me am pay attention to wasem. No say Cocoa Board wasem na koye bibi o.
Yeah.
O kanu ankani ya ubenya problem nti me ho na asem ne de me information mo nko ho enemy judge. But you see the way what me are breaking it down, I think say Randy a media person, he should know better. He should get his team on the grounds, engage the media well, explain to them. Oh yes, they also obey propaganda, they obey. But also who explain to them now minim how also and this was social media team, right?
Yeah,
they have social media team. There are some few guys Maxwell probably no money at the day. I'm not sure also Randy Abe don't consider himself as a party member or no am so no no, because all these things you need all these people to go on social media, Facebook, they will need facts and figures. Normally, Ebini said you see to me. I don't have any problem for you using my platform to explain.
It's true.
What I say, but true. I think they should engage more.
Yes, it's true. I know. Say a source of information have to come from the Cocoa Board.
Or Agric Ministry.
Yes, right? It's not under Agric.
Agric, okay.
It's a Cocoa Board. It's under Finance Ministry. And share Agric. And it's a yeah, baby, now because well known, I can say idea of public knowledge, and we try to educate so that I be informed. Your listeners, new viewers, no be a more. As to say Jerome, what I know is that for some time now, Jerome engage media no, but one say sometimes the propaganda no I know share. Doesn't matter. I bet me a days you. Like I said, yes, about nusua.
Which means they need more strategy.
Banusia emia. And one thing is when it comes to a year cocoa pricing, build up on any the mechanism and I say calculation is a very technical kakra. And to communicate beyond a bit me breaking it down. Actually, say this is near a cost my pricing.
But also maybe
at least a day or two seminar be
with the way we see break on. Okay, any seminar no, there wasn't a problem nebano. Seminar, you just speak to them now. Call. Yeah, come with the engagement here. You know, see that thing.
Hey, Obijo will be quiet.
No, you don't see. You don't see. You don't know that.
No, for this one, I don't know. I don't reach that level yet.
You don't know.
Yeah,
You don't know engagement. You don't know engagement.
I dig ground.
No, you don't know the engagement. If you don't know engagement.
Also, engagement in Bianism because Nana, like I said,
so
yes. So who engage media? It's true. The media engagement. Yes, the media engagement. Okay, I understand. The media engagement, at least. Obetimia Fred said, okay, social media. Yeah, social media for they said even producers, they need it. This kind of engagement, you know. And if you take them through
producers,
I know said they are professionals, but
they are professionals.
Yeah, press conference,
press conference, you depend on
engagement is why busy.
You don't know engagement.
Media engagement is producers are busy.
See, they drew a text message, you know.
So I think, sir, we have to. And Jerome Coco Board, I know, sir, you've been doing the job.
On a more serious note, sometimes the party communicators, you know, beyond some phenomenal level, echo down. You were on social media. Now explaining your matter.
It's true.
They understand.
It's true.
Like this guy I mentioned, Master Kwabena, Amavida, no Jagite, those people.
Yeah.
It's engagement.
But the one thing I've noticed about MPP, NDC communicators, if we say NDC winning power, and I say maybe because of one sector be, now say ministry and that sector, and I'm making deliberate attempt as a deliberate engagement with them one. You hardly hear them discussing those issues. Whether say a year positive change, you hardly hear them.
Because
using their platform.
No, but you see, there's almost they was breaking it down. Trust me. It's simple. So when you nipa 4 or 5, I said them your more engagement proper.
But let me sir, only there you have that point. What I'm trying to say is say ne sector be here juma. Na say Ubia will so fast way dear
overall issue no there.
Until say sector no anye deliberate say me engage you more say ya. It's like Ubia and Kawasemo man.
You know make a choice.
And no nebe compile Febeka 1 year, 6 months to elections. Now fe the campaign ijinemuno. Now fe na okofa sa videos na better radio so analysis. Abreno it's too late.
Yeah, a bit too late. Me nyina.
Send nyina send nyina.
So wonso no we are pointing when you the current trender. So when him the current trend there any jai.
And this current trend Nana is not the best.
Obani. Obi abenkwa wona chire nsi no ano.
Yentimi nchira benkwa ne momo yewie na benkwa na keka etumika.
Maybe na me de mo no mato me phone no mato me credit. Was wo dia ya ye say. What of all?
Nane, they make an say. You
see engage me.
Party so media there and we say this is a private organization.
And your private organization. Yeah.
But when it comes to the party communication, these are the people one kasa to say party members say they be kasa ma party.
Be antru ni hunsi ho. Ya no na aye wo mistake na wo anya no. Ya ukọ social media enkola no bebre wo ho aye adwuma. They are just there working no. Obi ho asem na ye na hi. Wo di besi so a. Amaro to obi anko ka bibia ankyere no. But so funny ni camera obi na to phone no ano. Edi amaro ye na adi na akosia no house wo dia we party di ntia ya yi say. The point is engage so if say we num kola we omoboa yen. Right?
Okay, the party communicators the party communicators omo under which department?
Yeah, mini hobby.
Okay.
Thank
you. I know
you.
where the problem is coming from.
Thank you. Minim.
Okay.
I mean to be chire. Nyam na mba chire. Tinyen ko pacho so man. This one gauge you omo dey here. Divine.
So media engagement.
Mami engage you. Mami engage you.
Why they engage you why?
Okay.
Why they engage you why?
Sir, issues omo engaging kwala no. we engage you on one. Me kwa na dey mfa me ho. Nyama sem. Me achira kwa no na fa kwa no so na so mfa kwa so duru aye nyina yenko.
Say on take am engagement for no engagement for no.
Media engagement, media anti-engagement bank or there.
Ebia, omo ne ye one on one.
This one on one class majai.
Then it's very, very difficult.
Yeah, one on one majai.
Amen.
By one thing, my master dear.
No, AC, but you see, you won't be blaming Colano because anybody, yeah, me say, social media for now. They talk to me a lot. Especially with the NDC.
Yeah, social media for no. Yeah, social media.
I'm not talking about the communicators.
I'm talking about the communicators.
Oh, there be almost there. One position said.
I'm talking about communicators.
You see, say social media need a powerful change. Can you even communicators?
I understand. Who said social media need the obiat made in a platform here? But your uncrophobia. Omodia. Adebechi na direct ni dia ba we ko Accra FM we kwa ha
me so be a communicator NDC we ni ye on see radio so da onima de krompo
na me Canada
dey hon na say hono minu mienu anye yasem ya for say check party for
obara say na atina ha executive for ye adwuma ya bo ma ba so mo na mo nya adwuma ye
me say criticize it
entina o yesi say no wajai kaso wajai ya time everybody nya enya nkrofo asema ye kokae
say
yankonko straight to awudumi
heduru ade nyira yakowuram say dey me dey obeye bia wo ya de
ukodu awudumi aso nkofo so maji no mo an be sa ba BBC o say jimi fo be ye wayi
say awudumi no me no be kono na abehu na dey me koka ajibi fo no ne egosie wa da dey wo wajimi me ka jo sa de nye ni se o si da bi ewu abawie me ko koka ajibi fo no egosie wa da dey but the point is enkola no what you say also ya engaging enkola no properly we are enchechemu ade mai na say wonto what trance no one learn out what you ma maso akpabli no we omo fefo one people for this year Facebook omo begging gam that is what I want to say but anybody not to una to Cocoa board una to Ghana publishing una to Agric ministry una ote wo he na wo ye wa de was that anything on for platform no can be mame what a platform mame what for mame
that's not what they are saying
can say
that is not what they are
engagement
saying no ade na ma observe and I make
there be what they near with the communicators
yes with the communicators social media social media there you cannot control them because me
communicators are some there
communicators
can be because you are the party they determine how they want
and
to
most of the communicators by the grace of God senyo mu nyina kra majority of them enya appointment or mo bi ne government agencies and institutions adwuma mamont na office ho nko a mo chemo time when it is time for you to go out there to let the public know what your agency or your ministry is doing go
adewe JM emma o appointment I think the chief of staff also kra catch re on so o ma no me communicators that no because I can't remember Erica J I catch him so o nya o appointment no President Catchum say, "Menji appointment no contract them. There are certain things you need to go out there and explain." And I think say chief of staff for a champion for my penny no. On says I didn't mukena. No mu en Kenya or mun Kenya is no. Yenya akugan. On the wanya bibia. On only this are charge no. But media social media hono and onu hear me because now the trend is changing. Umpo.
Okay.
Hono na media me no my attention wo. Yeah, hono. Anyway, Amaro, me mamu nyina akwa ba bi divine baba be kan ho. So yeah, that's bebre. We are talking about infrastructure. Amaro, me tell you videos. You go round. What is it?
Oh, medical mechia ahwefo na etiefo nyina. The me call around there say a person mind fan into my preference niema petty things be was social amenities there it needs sometimes yes like government a petty things are here and on a motivating mommy call around them just a name
one of your platform not to do that job.
Yeah, me share there we say fan say 3 years in MPP time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, inti me share say chepa.
Recent.
Oh, Debbie. MPP time ti as na eba no on say me mo Ashanti region ti na MPP phone him say NDC phone na asuma me ti omo tag him say me NDC.
Was abre na do so call abandoned
project say we are regional hospital me na me ko yi ba bonten mark Kevin Taylor project a wa bonten bia anti na MPP phone him say NDC ba na NDC and na abo me pa say sometime niema petty things say accessible money pa yenya no and I may trade government any about so on but all this MPP for say be me NDC into man fee NDC buy you know the might be why fin who say NDC buy na me you say me can aban who say we be bo nipa na act fast no age credit no act fast no age credit no enu tina ama e be who say akoyin so bad but na MPP time cry e wona Kevin Taylor ya bra Kevin Taylor e bo ma baso ho ansa na recently.
Amaro, my typical example of one of the projects I can was then it was not fixed. But then it has been fixed.
Oh, me we can make Ansah. First one pa Kutukum Bridge. Kutukum Bridge got a bad national issue, the whole Ghana.
What video no me produce?
Yeah, media mano. Before no betcha.
Before no
before no
my before my
the bridge wey the road minister wa ma me hwa de we ya but na abuo kum nipa because we abuo wi anasa cars di akoni ababa bridge na se kura bridge wey the river offense so some river offense that was na ya ma me hwa bridge we ya within less than 1 month bridge we bet me buo kum very dangerous our Ashanti region Atwamamponia constituency
Mahama wini anti de ya to ba wi ni me first project me try
okay yanko antu
our Atwamamponia constituency and the river offense kotokuom enko bebre na gu nanim ni nachi cars faso akopie kunsu the bridge wey the road minister wa ma me hwa de we ya but na abuo kum nipa because we abuo wi anasa cars di akoni ababa bridge na se kura bridge wey the river offense so some river offense that was no but bridge wey situation Ghana penny for say na ya ma me hwe bridge we ya within less than 1 month bridge we bet me buokum very dangerous our Ashanti region Atwamamponia constituency eti komi afo na di nua gu bridge ni so the way bridge na abuo wi anasa eti our Atwamamponia constituency and the river offense kotokuom enko bebre na gu nanim ni nachi cars faso akopie kunsu mankraso ekwa bakuma se no bridge na nyakura se ni moni mu ma hwa anso ya gase na cars faso e jina bridge na si moto so faso cars faso hwa bridge amena dem tuam anso amudi pamplo achoki ase eti ya nyina ontimi fa this a car ba this I am very sad.
They're going for a bridge to buy an Amazon.
They're penning for me.
Na ebiji wonye sadia yewe kuto makomako edumiensa ene guye chia ise ye ka
Echo nyina wo egose ekokura di ma ko igua esa so akwa chiri yunia ye brempani wo pani wo ba
man say Ashanti region there most of you ko ni ene ma nyina hanefa wa Atwamamponia constituency afọ no southeast mankran so kunsu tepa omo nyina connect with this bridge that river offin into bridge ni there roader na most of na MPP time no na I didn't say we Kwame Nkrumah na yes bridge we yenye renovation bi ada Kwame Nkrumah na yes bridge we 19 ohene ne kan o video no Kwame Nkrumah na ye
enti o kan na time be na
video ni ba bontin na me di video ni beto abontin na road ministry mu hui then omo contact me say bre e wo hefa then ya e lo tumfo say to kotokoma hen so that time no na mpanifo ba abehia no boss say ohun bridge bu social media nti omo ye no omonye na regional minister do tunem say president ama road minister ba nti video ni ba abonti ade chia na road minister ba o
I see
road minister ba o Abuja mo ba o na ombe omo ka say emergency for 3 months na omo de 3 months de fix it.
Okay, so yan ko share baby say the almost fix it no aba all right, so yan ko share you know you na ubet mi akasa
we o kan obeye wani aje papa bi mani aje pasa kotali ya mayen MPP boy wa be kum ye pasa adai wa kuye we o kan obeye wani aje papa bi mani aje pasa kotali ya mayen MPP boy wa be kum ye pasa finally the president of Ghana John Dramani Mahama His Excellency Kotokom Bridge na yewie vote no ye betin team no wafro next 4 years me na me ka kire wo enkola ketewa nyina be mo mato aba ewa ha me kire ade MPP tam no mu yi kokko gu akire ha no maso de atwa wa bridge kakraka we hwese do masi aye ne kama so asama me gira so kura me chese se Mahama wo che me 100 billion kura nka mani nso de sesebi we aye say no omunya me bia no ba sesesi ayamfa ya na amfa ha na bridge ji say kim de o meka say NDC fo no moja no mu de ya de enduan so mebia no nipa awuo ya srek say ye ni ampanyimfo no ye fa so nkakra ba obi ama ye kwan anamode no mu chese anamode no esei etu o mu sese ye mfa so eso minister yin de contractor de o mu akwai
akampanha kwawe nana no bae ke kwa minam do mama ukura na sama baba
tam baby official into video no obetima boy no
the youth president
Shako the mechanic say me do because Jesus was why
support the youth president
Shako the mechanic say me do because Jesus was why
na me su islam
obi anya na so obi anya hwa ya mfiri mu ye za akra wa ya de wura mu sa be hu se di power ha mu eti peta IMPP stronghold eti mpanifu atwa mu 28 years o man na bridge so me bubu sa hwe na bubu da ni na bubu
na oma na wonfa from Sunyan to Kumasi main road and all Kwabena MPP that's 2024 so bet me no Sunyan ne Kumasi Sunyan main road don say so free more power ebu akwadu more power very terrible enti omo contractors also is here yakotwa mpo enti on fa before nto so no fa now no omo so omo ye adwuma is here
before
no that's 2023 2024 before no
my before
Ashanti region akoya mu hu e main road from Kumasi to Sunyan main road from Kumasi to Sunyan oko wani mama nkran so to aso adudama haya na abefa akotepa ministers namso MPC namso hwekwan condition Ashanti regional the condition ni pana mu kan ko kama Ashanti regional so ka we the atmosphere for past 3 days before we want to pan no ke Ashanti regional I am main road from Kumasi to Sunyan
okay so yeah the way
that's 2023 2024
I see
yeah
still be ama
I don't know na that's the 2 days na simo se men san se omben na mo se ba omanye ombe de ba da omanye and now when to be on nam kwan so bia ukote pa uko bechem kwa we ho na fa ko sunyane uko sunyane a obefa
after the later kromu yi kwan to ekro no
ha mankra so enti obi afa ba mankra so sunya ani se ka kese fa o na bridge ni so enti cars bo bon kra ne ade
when chinyine ye madam for me kon ho mre bi
yeah
na ese afedi ye wura kro no mu
that's all for
enti
isi no contractor so me no ka say kromo contractor omo is me try there and then 3 days and then 4 days enti akohwa
and then 4 days
4 days
abano de oye de
Ebeboa. Saa kwan we no NDC start ya nanka omo biem from Abuakoko Dua e de aba 8 good years.
akwan we say ya kasi nya accident wa ha Ghana fo ba bia me gina ye mopa akwan a mo hwa kasi didu so beblebe eye Kumasi Sunyan main road na de etia mani age wa ha ne say 2 to 3 years ago me be gina akwan we so atwa kire Ghana fo say any pa ble tire Ashanti region akwan a mo hu eye main road from Kumasi to Sunyan oko wani mama nkra so to aso adudama ha ya na abefa akotepa ministers nam so MPC nam so hwe kwan condition Ashanti regional hwe condition ni panamu ka anko ka ama Ashanti regional ni agi eni problem wa hawo from so betimi akotepa ubetimi akomankra so ubetimi akosunyane eye kwan we ya Kumasi Sunyan highway eye free Abuakwa mopa ho e de aba be pie mankra so me constituency ni Afano Southeast ni Afano South etimi so nyina kwan we ya kwan aha ane emfa amena we ya amena na eda ha enu tuna na ka sentimi fa no mo be free here
Me jidi say yetu Abuakwa.
mo be to
Abuakwa ya double baba. Yetu Abuakwa straight Abuakwa na ya attach yetu Abuakwa
ba mo ba sunya less than 1 week
ya 1 week
mo ya juma pa o
ye de juma sana etu o se sa se de agro nim
because the way mo twitwa kwan na so bana
sana eti ye ya sa se pe agro nim 24 hours
for
time offer last one ka we community bi na e be 10 communities na na ko say as omo sinye ECG but me de na me say ECG Klobia no abind the contract na mo na contract and say on first ka mai na meters na ode akogu ohene bia dem then me to no me ko hu ye me twa beto abonte na nyame ncha de ya fix 10 communities in to betima bo before
no Kwabena
from Afano Southeast Klobi de Adukrom nyame be kire villages omo ye be 10 to 20
ena omo de
ena yes omunim say ya so omo light amon
street lights
that be main light
okay
but if say ye Ghana ji omunya light da in MPP time no ena ye say light nya so amon not knowing say Klobi ohini bi omo ba na meter no obenya 100 aye de good dem sa
but na light ni
chronim but contractor say abide the contract na ma no so onye but on first come my ena meter no de abre nti omo na mabontia o ma shede so street light say ya so light no but yen so light bia ho
but so street lights there
na say wo artificial solar no white beauty enu de awia na so nti say wo na mo abeka say ya so light chip compound e wo mpokura no omo de torch light na gia wo itimite that's a very terrible nti me call na me call investigation then ebe posi ma Ghana fo nyina hwe
ohu ye then say meters ni bi gu
video no ho meters ni gu ohene de me ma ohene ni ko yipi abonten kura ohene ni ko yi video ni awon to betima bo
okay
ana electricity company ya de omo di meters abegu ohene ye na o krom ya ne de oma wa ya krom ya nyina omo de transformer si Klobia so break plug edu krom camp nyame betile ena ohene bia ya de meter ba begu de mo hwe Ghana fo mo hwe ade o ya di meters we ma akoma se 100 ya ma nyi nyina ama ena we ye street box ena ya ma na eya ba he se Ghana eja pade ene eja begu dem Ghana Afano Southeast ye wo MP wa adabo ye wo DC omo de mo transformer ni be si ya di mrese ya di ache transformer na che omo wo ya ha nyina nso ache ache edi enti na omo di wi aba begu o maja si o edi ya isi ade pra se egura hu se atete bu dem o atete mo hia bu sa mo he atete edi aso no omo begu o mo ka kire mo
mi fa boys no a omo ye adwuma no wo du ka se obi a week we ye beba
ba ye ma
o from week we ye beba so omo ma enti to bi come from kra na omo du omo phone enti no ama ye wo problem ankasa wo light wo
enti
ma no omo ba ho ache yi
okay
say mo ba no say mo hwe ya kru bia o transformer I see ho no mo mo fix no kre bro be 4 years ni ti kru bia ne dodo onyae bro for nya 24 edi kru for nya eye 100 ana camp nya 69
okay
ena nya mbe kire nso nya 24 ena kru ne kai no so no bia nso nya ne de ena adwuma efo ne ba say omo ba be adwuma kakra e wo fa mai ho no me san say ho na o me fa power na e free e di aba on be di na otwe mienu dan ya on be dem mattress on be da so dwane on be di nyina no me assemblyman me fa ho
ayi aban de ne workers ba so mo metwe light mamo no dan ya mo be dem aduane o mo be die no assemblyman ya wa woka
ya na na me dance ni
ti wo assemblyman na wo fa ECD for workers ho ka senka mo be twe light na ba na wo manfo so nya so mfa so wo nya MP wo ya just assemblyman keke
na otwe mienu
ana omo ye na omama
omo ye adwuma no na otwe mienu so ye na omo ye so omo wa ye so na omo didi dwuma na asa nti omo kɔ ekire besi ato omo nka ne na me no ka semenia
ti omo nsia biem onto wa ye wa fo mu dia
ene de due ye kura mafrɛ wo mo frɛ mo a ye beba
nyanya mencha de no omo nya light no so video no
okay
de ma
amaru mari bukuru kwami bukuru ati onu nya nsam amaru mari bukuru kwami bukuru ati onu nya nsam mo se bodase kura ye gina suidi edukrum ewo afoano southeast Ashanti region encha kura ne ba betwa video about omo chip compound na ye de torch gi ayewo ha ene ebusa omumro mpache se Klobia to a close to be a transformer. Nay, a wire, but yet the meters a go in a day one, only light.
Pada Roma, and eh, or you my dear Moyano, and eh, yes, I can Caniano. You see you for 24 bar and Yagro, Martin Tiagramo,
a mobano,
and Yagro. That day no cry, mammy who contract a crown wedding, or yet you have a minimum. Uncle Tata no a video no. And also by
them. We'll see how you am. I answer. Tisia, nice light to her.
The light.
A do clone chip compound. It's the Emfa torch in the first year by the torch. Yeah,
your delivery woman. So imagine so Abashana.
Abashana, the Asana. Yeah, the torch, the torch,
so no now the Jao. But Amaru and in Indian no went.
See, I for light.
I had 10 of the past. Thought I had to say, no.
Amaro Shako team to say. Or top rage,
me producer at church, me ya bebre tepa to go so highway and I want to run about, and so I think that there's a project.
I want you to run about because they say you fix it on the first no MPP time no. Now we drew I want you to run about airport runabout. Airport runabout. How we can you see omo I want you to run about. On said the arc one. Omu biem double lane.
Yes.
Saati akutu I want you to run about. No more from I want you to run about to double lane to Santas. Yeah, contractors omo site and so. Omo see omo.
And you back Kumasi ache
and you be abayache. Oh, and you be 2 to 3 months here. Omo site is here omo ye. Omo ye from Akko the Akko. So you must the Akko. Akko sa omu biem. 200 runabout and from Santa
na for na ye ni gisem ba bia gina ye Asqua to 100 runabout na wo hwe adwuma ekoso ya dualization na president of Ghana John Dramani Mahama His Excellency the road minister and the Ashanti regional minister say ye hwe say from Asqua to 100 runabout traffic car here so we time bi anko yo but traffic from 2 to 100 runabout a contractors was site e kwan ye biem ye dualization I baby a Kumasi baller na ye ma ha na be choki pa a nyina ye baller et regional minister Dr. Frank Amwakwene oni mayor Zuba e gata nka nsuo na mfam be na msele nkrofo 2 baller gum no adane baller nti regional abra president of Ghana John Dramani Mahama His Excellency appointed Ashanti regional minister Dr. Frank Amwakwene no Ghana fo nyina hu say ye ba ha be ye clean up exercise ye clean up exercise na ha no mo ba ye hyase a ye 2 baller de nyina de free ya and the contractors na bie kwan ni mo o matu amna no ye a ti so mo de abo na efili tu hwe otu ani a abo ka no mo lo de abo ka ne ba oba no aba be hweguo so o mo fele kama Joseph construction e bo adwuma den I say now to me ma anya na e baller now to me ma anyina na e baller be na nyame ncha de ye biem a mo fele contractors for na fele from Asqua to 100 runabout dualization e koso den adwuma koso contractors ni ye adwuma den
Amaro Messi but where you just Ashanti
region nyanguko ada project
other places
na mamen kaba ko enso America mreno ko de but elibotu enchi elibotu enchi yes president of Ghana say omane ninko matese contractors abaso ba enyentem because 2 regions western region and western north main road no very terrible say omo bre and I can this nyina baby omo to aba pa o ho
I see.
Western region or Western North. One or more to a bapa man DC.
I see.
Enti a benefon mo menim corner so mo show me. Ya kwa kan wasem. We pray board president John Mahama president na. Omo ready budget no mo de abam. The way am who say contractors say what site omo ye adwuma gidigidi wa other regions na libo 20. Matese so ma bo me amekọ akwa but enye ntem omo na nipa ebre. Yeah, project bebre na aban ni bae no. De enti ana okura okan ye father wo ka say na unim say CCA no ama eduma na ye na yefo say niam bi nkoye na wo kan sometimes DC MC MPP abo David is the MPP for no say try here omo de omo feel but ye kotokom say be ko twa bridge omo ye MPP na this so 24 years yanto aba men DC da but president koto atwampo nua but president tete wanka se moto aba ma we moto aba mo say akufo ado time was independent candidate mean to me no nyadwuma but oka asante achim no independent candidate obesu se tomato president monkotoma afini ehun say we are all building the Ghana we want together esi nyina echechiro man ne fa no toma pefre because me nyina
sure
ti niam nkitenkete ebebo ama na fa ni se de politics ensuo akwan enyina na ye benefit ti se obi ba no so obeya na ya support no so
ma men ko nua penio divine ho na ma back to honto divine. We talk about the economy. We are talking about inflation figures. We are talking about exchange rate. We talk about fuel and the prices in above form and all that. It seems as we are cost and also the infrastructure work. Yeah, cost across the country. Are you satisfied with? We have Bobie because bloggers in there boy and today you told some man mono. Are you satisfied with one also? Say yes, be also who be notwithstanding no where we need to criticize and also we can criticize, but in all infrastructure won't come on ID.
Yo, that's my minchia. It's here for national for minchia one subio. Na member no production team abaso. Na Amaron so no member na abaso. Unim say ye beto aba no mu elections no mu. Ade mami one of the indicators mami hu say road na clear. Because of Jumedia na me hu some of these social media activists no normal play all around and na nye ade a orchestrated from anywhere. I to say individually no individuals be at to amwesi one mu say because so o should follow the page the backlash those days you know offensive especially from the Ashanti region. There's another gentleman so and no explanation of issues to crowd and near tight to crouch headquarters. Allah. And you could clearly tell say and yet a party asem a Ghana wasem. Na adia I actually might remember I see to be sending me information but me to me guys I mean asem. Uni Bobie make us more yard omo bom homodin. Na so ba infrastructure any aban we send you take it off no before I make into other details no my ma adebia me experience here I think exactly a week or maybe some few days ago na me kotema akwakoye some me movement bi na debia me nua Peter
ankama
debi Peter Mensa deputy CEO tema shipyard
okay
me could do temano and I'm saying no they be a friend or say bro office and I'm saying no me too far on na me ko chiano but me do honum na or meeting into catch him say meeting no be check akra be me so na me pentem e ho no catch almost staff no ba ko say onka say me wo mre kakra bi a me spend time no don for me and call round na me family and ko hwe ade Bobie many problems is here with this government, and they said they are too modest with the way I almost explaining certain things, and as someone can say common sense. And I don't know how they almost common sense.
I see.
And as I don't know why they don't want to engage other people to say the nice things they are doing, and what are they inheriting here? Sir, couldn't say me kono many one lady be edi mechi. na ya koram se ono nso ndi machi bi because me person ono nso nkwohwe oya wa do lady ayira
o you lady bansu twini
ai ho to de sabo ba dua ni mu so me nkasa me to aso
thank you sir
na me koye unim say by the time you be do the last lap of a movement na around no na lady no esu
ade
uko share adia unim say the guy was explaining to us state na omo improving no tio aban we buy unim say Tema shipyard and they are the biggest in the whole of West Africa unim say sa Tema shipyard no so no e Kwame Nkrumah project na uko share the machinery uko share infrastructure ye share the jahoma Kwabena ni unim say abanda da no nyeme o nyina mo abandon bibia the whole place no mo abandon here esaki workers nyina
for the past 8 years
almost 6 years obi anya adwuma ho no mo privatize the man profo bi na obi ya abandon I mean say ye twitwa bi tonton ya anya adwuma anya operational
enfa
Tema shipyard Bobie me say it unim say me wie na me bisa Peter said na de na mo nka masem ade na mo ma wiase hu de ekoso Bobie unim say for the first time minim say me cut shipyard ngofo enyo on ye clear goods na say hon service ships
exactly
any vessels unim say kodu ho unim say West Africa nyina say ope divers wo omutimi rose yase fix ni ama omu say Ghana no mofi omu nyina ye lay off and the MPP and now me no ka say unim say ayo operation omu ye adwuma.
Really?
I'm telling you. They are having challenges, but okosho adwuma mu ya mi kodu honum. No video ha. Omu service ship China for ship abakese ayesi oko Ivory Coast abesei Ghana ha ne services a ship no think first no it's not possible. Omu de beko either Nigeria and I say Ivory Coast. Unim say udu honum nde am no kase ya omu wo machines bia omu si omu friend sand blasting. Bobie says ade no e foul skin na wonam nyina betutu eno no mo de polish shapes no ye kodu hono mu a vessels bebre aba bedu hono mu a ye polish atese ye blocking sio enya de mo be ye yo Kwame Nkrumah ye se fa ye adwuma na Ghana fo didi ya tumu ena me no ka say e operational me call ye o se workers nko a omo engage omo a omo return back to work Bobie so okotie workers for be now do nkoma you cry because some of them are 3-4 years the munimwane shape adwuma no ya disengage omo and omo nya adwuma and then omo nya adwuma I asked say the foreigners for eka ho and omo nya adwuma was Tema shipyard one there be Ghana for nkoa and they operating from clean head to clean obi anka ho enti mefa konya so na mabo CEO no deputy CEO ni workesa was amia me menya kwehia nimpo after na me pentem but the mimi di mani ekohu ye no se se dogana man a ye njai man man say sada Bobie ehumtio andra enenansa I think say na me tie oni hunto na mo ka about niama bi a enko yi road construction say na public sector te sase mo matra hanu maka say she se eba award road contract na se yentumi enye ni yie ama en benefit ye long term a yenjai na de enfra so kutwu because at the end of the day jai a Ghana no ye ya sika na no ho beton at least budget no affect no ana ba ne sanso a yenim se ye ka se krampo na ye ka Bobie la muspa fidie so I think say my repeat ya kasa same way sa unim say MPP time 2024 omo award contracts quickly the man and Crawford be some munya feeder roads ni small roads viche roads ni bi and a contracted for ni BG sikano omo anye who's a satan it be award contract for this can no my investment they be mu and na mo
nya de on code na am call to ya or say on tiasi
unim say ye to abawie ya pe accountability omo who's the best setting and all of a sudden contracted for ni bi and machines ekosi kwan so ye ni gidi unim say December 17th after ato aba December 2024 December 17th 2024 and a contractor the machines ebesi kwan so say otwa 10 man to Oyarefa Abokobi 10 man Abokobi Oyarefa road no obu gusu paka debi okay and omu be ye omo anye ni yo Bobie because that
was in December
10 days after election
10 days after election no and omu be gina so ye Bobie unim say less than 1 month na kwan nyina so 2 year and now me no ka say less than 1 year ko hwe de kwan na ye
condemn
enti bi bisa mu say enti sa e ka we ya boy ya see ya de ye kwan no me sa particular road na list me manitua me hu ye omu ye ene omu ye wie ye I think say whoever is in charge of awarding those contracts no it's a sense microphone nyina na question say why and then Ghana be say sika because I know how much I cost here for short so that place risk aketwa if you that stretch no resurface impo na ka wo ye kekempo a enya sika ketwa na akomu a less than 1 year ni Obobie 7 months so kwhwe kwan na me ka say ye fa hwe nsi so da ena na ye ka ho asemi Bobie. Now let me come to Eniama Ekoko. So once a minute away, Niama project Yahudu Yomu. Okay, say you to abawi na kolabi as a mangasi. As your colonum. Na enkolambi school kolabi. Omu transio no be the linear ashenechi enam duaso.
Me crime some send this video no ma JM.
Amaye. Oh yes. No, like I mean, say that road, that project, Oma award they are taking.
A
soldier, yes.
Regiment.
Yes. Echo. No, the effort, See, do you know how many times I said maybe if you if I tell you the number of times you're complaining about that place in the effort, but time video no about for me I'm concerned about the fact to say we share the speed the alacrity a movie call home to make sure say at the end you fix it na first no events hunto you complaining and you boje money da ha na fie
said you pay bia no aye
you be di watam so crack ho say na here den but na ko hwe ho yenja ne honum saa yo at least omo engage other stakeholders to make sure that road no they fix it and this is first no say na kula ne fa som le time no ka say and this what you say enti no enyama bebre project ahodo koso a me de me hwe say aban no ebe manani akọ but again it's not anything now so na Bobie emuye desa
let's talk about
there are other places bebre so
mention
as for roads there see ka say can road
anya say sia no
metua
but at least yeah boss no exactly
yes ebi ampa ende no kra say ebi wo hono a ehia pa you ask yourself say dem pan here to say fan say kaso akwan yi unim say eguso a you ba me no ka say ye be wie kwan no na more than half of the people about this stretch no so nyina no omanya kidney and as a liver issue and as akom ye mu yale bi because in futuro amu ko mu no mako ende asamechi there is no deliberate effort edit to say ye hwema in futuro no so at see a sprinkle and say ye bibi okwan ne so ana in futuro no konkrofo fie ene konkrofo mu no mo home no mo koba yesre construction no ekoso ba nipa no so a egu kro no mu omotete a lorry kwan na ho saa no so no omo life no so we need to protect their lives anopa nkansuo enam so ne edi gusu ye de peti so saa every now and then because e ka budget ne ho ye nye construction enja sprinkling fee construction and such a big stretch saa no oh ye no nka say oh there look at this season so I woman nsuo ntɔhwe ba
futura
no ehyi mesre say omo manage sa project no so no omo ntwa omani enkohwe kon befa so a amanfo net hono mu so mapomuden no so ye be concerned na health minister na so ye issues bebre ho Bobie, I think some of them cameras. Last time we raise issues in the Ralph Bar say no, we raise issues in the Miss Ansah way, Macabia, my bre, because your health sector no. Unim say, Bobie, so unya usika, bonfire say, oh health the be one of the problems are because sometimes usika point to mean save you. Usika keke, wow usika no, Bobie, share. Last year, move on na. Me say me quite procedure bi. I thought say no. Let me. I mean quite event saying
physical
lab me call Rich.
Okay.
Rich Hospital. Almost systems bi a omo say omo consolidate you say dey be no data no information in dey to so. Na me call ye lady ni bisa me question ya obisa me no me catch na wade ye bi. I mean so penta mama fi ho no mo. Say me yada yo unim say by the time me fi on no na another doctor me call lab test by na another doctor e ho no call after the doctor dey show me file so cancer me chere me o can different things me say nyam na me cancer asem we dey enyam you enyam body asem no can no different body enyam body asem no can and I'll see you until e be there no so ba no be church na ma bi mami later me call lab test by me nim say interpretation or say whatever almost they me call almost see me call another department unim say sa queue no keke na for interpretation e booking no keke no more than 1 month.
Oh how
obi ye menye say obi say masem na me catch now and na Bobie me hu say ade no emfa unim say me contact me ankasa me nyonko doctor and oye arrangement maami e wo public institution Wouldn't say I had to go and pay. Some me sansu ko tuya sika for a doctor or yeah juma or public institution to attend to me. Meanwhile no na queue. At the home wa side step still queue no. Na Bobie o share nurses for no na me da honum. How do we even take care of you? We ba oni yoye na onim say omo call ward na so obi ko duty na ebe change shift na so okọ na so obi ani onu mu a na say omo say ward na ye calm na je say wadi loto no say ye catch am say nipa e da honu mu a e say one man bedding on person obi an person bet say nipa po hospital ho
minia we dey so podium mama na me nim komo ketu ebe honorable Emmanuel Dra MP for Upper West Achim. I think that this issue about bridge, right?
Bridge.
Okay, I add there so. Honorable Kwaba.
Me that's minia.
Boko there.
Nyankopon adom na monse.
Boko ni edi nkomo bi me na o constituency ho ebe mu about baby a enkola no fa eco school. Me musa video no. Me pacho no crese mo di ama contract.
I'm from a contract to minia. Bia award the contract bia.
Adentia.
Asemi echi jama last year February nche me say afi pepepe na ye wuremu ban no kra be treat word social media, one of his social media handles so say nka anyway we am penny phone hwe na wontu ho na mo maye enti sa time no de ye nyina ekobodom pemo ho me koye regional minister koye Papa Dr. Manibuama wenya ne baby ko oyi nkrofo fi 48 engineering regiment baye ba nyina ko hwe ma ye ya no kro feeder roads for by highway to for by mentia say asemusia then we all take it like we are serious but just some few na fedie obia to na adwunim and if this time na me no kasa be sie na de me betimi to ho na mo akwakodum pempensu but so far the me positive yibia ye me no ka say me constituency libia isi na me san be do constituency she cause mo de me no ka say
na on ka say no me tiwasi ya Now, that time, I say NDC are buying percent come use the military defense ministry normally fixes are the way. Is that right?
They did everything, but we have an approval or an approving institution on no say. Ultimately, defense, Woma baby, they've done their estimate. But as we speak now, no, it is the ministry that will have to give the final approval before the contract is awarded.
Which ministry?
Road and Highways, Road Minister, Minister Bakope.
Waunia Abuja.
No,
na only na kasa somebody eniafo anesa
no you didn't come over from several times. One also was challenge. The challenge is say he has to get an authorization from the finance minister. But I don't think say no ye me juma biu because me maya kwa kudru say akudru no ho say one pe obi number ye maye. And on also say a challenge or ni on one kasa na catch me say the challenge he has is that he needs to get an authorization from finance minister. And this is last year, Assembly. I don't know the procedure in getting that authorization commitment to do something that the president has, in quote, described as an emergency. So I don't know. It's a big blow to me.
Honorable, minimum experience when it comes to governance and all this. Do you believe a financial challenger na?
It shouldn't be. A bridge here, na project I executive of Ghana no. Bridge, footbridge. I mean, any bridge I the car so footbridge and collar. I don't even think that the design allows motopo ebefaso. No, a footbridge kaka. Be na across to the other side of the and it's 40.8 meters. That is the length of the bridge. So, and in weight, I think it's about, even up to 4 meters. Or say 3 meters by 4. So, I don't think, even if I am given the go-ahead, I can look for resources to pre-finance the project so that government can reimburse me in future because I'm getting embarrassed. Canada. I'm getting embarrassed. And the location of this particular project is the second largest community in my constituency. You see, going there has become a challenge. Because of the way I am quiet and one that community, as some way they say they are buying a car, they less than 24 hours in penny for a big room. If you hokoya. Now,
we know, is it possible someone get me use common fund the aye?
No, we mean use a common fund and fund.
Okay.
When it comes to road and bridges, it is only the minister that can authorize such things. Apart from drip, you see, I don't think say you have individual be able to sorry. I say or ye quine. I know say there are certain rules governing road and bridge construction in Ghana because it has to go through some standard inspection and then supervision and probably monitoring. And so I don't know. We can't use common fund to do it. And maybe common fund is already is already doing other projects. May monitor to see make us see your project site but when it comes to this assembly, they can't also do it.
I don't think that district assembly into me.
They don't have funding. There is no budgetary allocation for that. And I could say IGF saying my district assembly. But project cost, I've cited the documents. But it is not something that we can ever say highways or just that it's a little above the threshold of the assembly. And so the assembly, even if they have resources, maybe they will have to be given the authorization. But already, everything is within the jurisdiction of the minister. So the assembly cannot go behind the minister and execute that project. They might have problem in future. Even me, the MP, I can look for resources People are willing. My friends outside the country, they've gotten to know the challenge I'm going through because of that particular bridge. I promise in our president here, they are willing, more than willing to help me. But I just need the approval from the ministry. And I don't know what is keeping the whole thing in the dark. That one I can't tell.
All right, okay. I think in this situation, you don't blame Kofi Anama. How he beating her fixing it.
That's right.
I will try say Miss Marriage. Honorable Buja is a very nice person. You better cross check it from the end. We'll take it from there.
We've done that. The route to get the clearance from the finance ministry, I think that is what is creating the impediment now. And I think maybe one day, Nyame de Nsabeka Obia Kumana, Ometime acclaim in Nyamasunjo constituency.
All right. Yeah, that's very honorable.
All
right. So that's the situation.
For me, this shouldn't be a problem because an emergency. And your fiance will go through bureaucratic process in the BBR. Because and then there is it in yes, for 20 coffee bridge in this no mubugu one. Can you at your chairman not the money penny for a cogadasi and solve it? In the other Nadia, no can say ministers are coho, a buying penny for alcohol. Not still. Your Janice Artite, and one is a queer fanfare, and one your jadi and the Sakeke. Say and pay attention, my ye. Bobie, are you excited?
The member can say, and don't get your attention. Once I read me, all cry now, because I saw my.
Yes, because
social media will be in him saw my. After some minister could to a picture, and his soldiers know him saw my. And the worker will be in him saw my. It is saying more attention. Attention is saying because President could be on him saw my.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible, yes. Because
so my
because the information
because I win himself on himself because I bad attention President na Twitter page, Facebook page. MP Nika say pa de say nyisika bia.
Even with the current situation in Ukraine, embarrass the president.
That's all. Yes.
Because president at Twitter
the whole Ghana obi ahwe.
So the point is what is happening. But what MP Nika say ya officially say finance ministry na ebo na bro.
Well, me too. Ono nim the baby and kobo
akodu. I don't know.
I understand. Yes.
As well as road minister try be a care no kwa.
Yeah. So which means that's where the issue is coming from.
I can make my bem.
Pacho, family and auntie.
Remember, you are married, but I just want to present it to be last week. If my memory serves me right, I think last week Wednesday, then I watched in Mueni and a minister for food and agriculture, Anambra Kopoku, who said the biggest irrigation facility I Ghana work on. Or I work on Akosumbo at a cover over Ansah over 4,095 hectares.
Wow.
Now there has not been any major renovation, can't say maintenance work be a cost. As we speak, contractor was site minister because over 2,000 hectares of land a more nomadidia. Now a buying a deliberate plan say opeso reduce the importation of rice. And to opeso expand the irrigation project na honom no. Na o maintain renovated the or say be ya ekuafo no betimi adom no 3 times a year. Because 4 months no matter 3 months 4 months 3 times a year. Contractor na ye na dwuma about 75% no we. Ba ye ka say okwa adwuma bia enkoso. Because sika wa raise ya wasi a man no certificate e raise ya wasi to man ni ntua e na contractor no ntimi mfa no botom sika enye adwuma I think it's about 24 million USD to track ya kwa kusi Ministry of Finance enti MP na asem o kan ye no enye me nwanwa because most of the project no sa na de na kwa kodru because they see an system is the first no nanka ti se bia international donor institutions and as donor fund bi ba sika no netimi ba ministry ana agent or direct se donor fund me person of fund this project we are na eba ministry or direct na ministry na nkasa or the contract na do so me but see at the aban ni say once a donor fund ne eba in the name of Ghana government as institution eba no eya aban de nko ade have to go through finance and sometimes can ko do finance ho no mo a those here really zika na manaba won sanka and say the World Bank needs some of the institutions here say you so mo ankasa kare o mo ankasa sika na o mo ankasa ba be o de o mo consultants na o mo contractors na o ma ba be adwuma no because can sometimes the Bible Bank of Ghana na be do Ministry of Finance one ma o hwe a won sanka so that is the problem sir ekoso enti say na donor fund ne kra ba ya body say the Bible ye project we scanner ba bibi a chese scanner ba betom aba beto aban futuo mu obekọ no obehwe be die and most of the ministries and agencies are going through it but you know the system you ntimi ma bonte ma meka say ntimi MP na sama o ka me but from where I sit in the minimum no enye asem foforo na minim say honorable omane boama nyankopon fa ne kransie yi senkote ase a kasani amawo nyina tuatwa because on say e bae no ano ma asrafo no e kɔ hɔ ana mo kɔhwɛ ye kwan betimi afaso aye few weeks or months ena na kwanhia ne esiye ena ono abo atofo se a ona ehwe hɔ no yesi okuta ministries mienu akɛse pa finance ministry nyef ministry ketwa ena esade defense so aka no entimatimi aka say the proper supervision any monetary and say ebe ensure say aye no ajira but eye arehosem say ade e catch president and kasa attention ema even or commenting on that na based on that yetimi call here with the speed of light ekoko hwe de course wo honum no at least somebody should have ensured say yaye once ayenye no one hour embarrass no it means a president ma order kra no a omo a so omo ensure say order na kwa kusi ase no they are not there so somebody has to be held accountable and responsible for this but it's never too late this is something they can use even 3 months or 4 months to fix it is never too late omonye and now back to ejuma na work about infrastructure on say Monday ebra ye nu ara from buy no na me ka social media aboayen kwan bi so amoayen kwan bi so aboa ne say aboa ma bloggers ya abai ebi boa me bo amarudi yes and me bo ayiso abaso because me nano a last year ni minister ko Asante Achimagogo
me say niam na o isha no ahye ni ye me so me prefect back pe eja ebo no wa
oh dear no yeah, some of the bloggers to me they are nuisance some of to me from where I say nuisance and oh dear no oko Asante Achimagogo sabrantie we out here won fia sa no se ne MP no ho ne se won ko bi na o ta brantie we chairman akọ either for independent and answer for CPP or be winning hands down because adwuma o maye ho any the home see popular na say MP ni de me say MP before me nim di nyame ohene onya yiri tiawet ohin ayeko yikodu Asante Achimagogo me na me nim to say unse otumfo ne bia okọ no maboni ohene o timi de to have ohini o na matwamani na meka se bia ohini no okromo ne bia obadwoma na ohini no say MP no ane din no ba bia be fa say market say ye lorry station say ye he ni nyina nti on fa sa brante we ni oni ne ho agro we blogger onya dwuma ema media house bi etuaneka but single handedly wetimi achieve bibi ama ne manfo benefit. That is what we're supposed to be doing. Like I said, traditional media is easy to be controlled. Reporter bet me akwa ku sai nyama we na watwa na odi aba. Eba bedu no editor no ti studio anko what newsroom ho no because on the political affiliation who say bet mama the party and the government on popular ntini yenyi
otiasie.
But social media there obi kan there's no censorship. Once you don't go against omo mra there, you are free to go. Na be bloggers here kan ya na no lumba ewu ye. Kuna for bloggers almost saw camera de ko gina ba krafo so ne abusua panyin ni abusuafo so interview na oka ho. Onka ho. Na no taxi driver ya police ni bia bonu tu akunu e eno asem oba kunafo na wo so mo so camera no oka onka ho. Enti we mu ne nkrofo a omni social media no boa make sure say ye build society. E na se bi e kwasiafo bebre wom we mo boa no no mo hwitim omo asem na na meka no. Back to the issue infrastructure development. Nana sometimes so be kase me obi bi obeka kire say political parties and politicians na especially when the person is making reference to MPP and this no. One of the things nana metia automatically me vufu. Me bu said then the moment assassin be through another baby who so ye Jimmy for. Nano akwabi kabi ye took akwabi na like ni say na yet taxi mu. Na bro kan na ni yesi as na baby akwa ni baby no so konko. Entertainment man through me bullet. How can you say some people in this year pe? Akufuado buy na John Dramani Mahama kofar buy. Cocoa sector through cocoa board wakofa bibi efe no cocoa rose say tire penika said wapoto amana afia no nti so odibo mu cocoa ya na de koji sika de buy de bi ya kwan de bi he school de bi de nti no yenyi sika ni bi mfanto cocoa board koton cocoa no otene mfaso ni bia wonyi bi mfanto no mfansie akwan e wo cocoa growing communities said de be ya omoso sakobadie ebetimi akwahye na edi nnuane abadwam. Before NDC Free Power, no awarded 230 cocoa roads contracts. Some of the West, no my year, Juma do 85%, 70%, 50%. They no on konanim kura no obro 45%. Akufu the buyer was say, or yet forensic audit. And Okofa Crew and Associated by between $10 million. Say omo enya audit was suspected say Kronubia ko contract in Nana for 4 good years. Omuwi audit no. Baby bian wait me prove say ya inflate contract no and answer contract be disca when by the time 4 years ne beso no na road na ya mana do 85% no ensuo no nsuswan asa kwana ma fekura da wakata wo fix ya ebe koso more than the original contract sum na ya de buy no. Sa kwani nyina sa be ye problem. Ba woni mara wo seme wom. Sa cocoa rose na apedwa tuchebi kwane na ka ho. Ene de Akufuado. Wa me ya hote. O me ye sa kwane ne asphalt no. Emu pipapa me se wa on drive through eye chebi apedwa to chebi no. Wo de wo kwa nkasa ukuta wo car. Private car na bia ofri Kumase ba. Now you are not under pressure. Now pese wo hu a udu udu bunso a now they want to take right bunso after Linda do oku anim kakra filling station bi no want take right now wa fa sa kwan so na mesisa wo car se dede wo car se se den na onya tisi sa bunso chebi to apedwa kwan na won ayam no onte hwe any 100 meters to chebi no hu welcome to Blue City and the free Wi-Fi ne enamu sa kwan no kwa de kufu ade meye na de aka nyina o makwan nyina nwenwen ne se esese ya bebia na edu nyina sa beyeka. How can you compare that to a NDC John Dramani Mahama? One major road construction Akufuado aban awodi ye Mahama buy ya wejai because aban fofraba wo de yemfa Accra ne surroundings nkoa. 2016 Mahama commission cycle interchange no sabre no na wode atoja say find they are ready for Pokwase interchange tema motorway runabout no waka tema motorway expansion Mahama na kamiati as first they say oba be expand motorways no outside the 222 lanes aka ho o kasa asem ni nyina Mahama na eye Farport Spinters that road on na eye Akufo-Addo take over for more than 4 years. That project was started and now me no kase adwuma nkra enye no commission ye Mahama ba ye na Pokwase interchange ni sa kwan yi na iguso ayeye a book mu no contractor na trace kan nyina akra awie enso na adwuma no yenye nuru ba bia Mahama abansa akopesika ene obi edi adanse ese adwuma ekoso
yes Pokwase edem
senke Akufo-Addo ni MPP a Akufo-Addo no abehu se contractor na yese contract sam na 100 million ye 100 million ni nyina ama na wie so adwuma na enyenwi a ko beka che se babi odu na fasi wonum ye kwa akoye auditing ye kwa akoye se na aka ho ba Mahama se yempe skanya ntoa
chema akoma den road na Akufo-Addo ye it's a long stretch
maybe
no is it not true
we are talking nana t we are talking about project our be inherit our watwaso any project our inherit our abandon that is the argument I'm making
okay
na metro project Mahama oyefa road nko a koko roads Mahama shase Akufo-Addo inherit our abandon ye na metro project Akufo-Addo shase Mahama buy on abandon our watwaso classical example Pokwase in Sawom road contractor no Oma je omusika je omo kickback did akwa election lusu eni ti adwuma ne anya anwie bega wo koye so scan atua wie eno kra enough reason for Mahama government or NDC government to say because of this constitute a committee ne anya investigation auditing wo ho by that the case adwuma ne to aso because this is a major road wa Ghana for do ekọ esro ho Kumasi nyina ho no monam enti adwuma ekoso Okofata motorway Akufo-Addo na order contract no ka kire me se obi ona motorway nkire me eda ofa so ohun se contractors nya adwuma from Monday to Sunday even nights no mo ye adwuma wan bandin okofa Cape Coast kwan ECOWAS kwan o mo ye and Akufo-Addo any order contract no obi nkire me se efri se NDC ba ya abandon road na yenye every region okwa adwuma bi Akufo-Addo shase ye road bi major road omo ye bia no contractor on site na no ye call nche ye feed Ghana no ye call nche kokon ketenkete na ye kokko breaking ground obechem for chicken processing factory na at the same time that same day na Ansah launch vegetable development project kukum hafu goso side enti free bechem through Tepa to go so and the course Sankore any kukum ye kono na kofijo wa lining up sabra fekura na omode na omomfa abo kra ngusu ye enane na nsamo nam social media mko ese eni ankrofo anu dem ko hwe kwan e de agu ho nya kwan ketwa
really
I'm telling you
ena mne mpe no video no kra wo ma wie kra video no dem
se Tepa go so kwan
Tepa to go so na mene mpe no kotwa
producer we mo hwehwe sa video no fama no mo hwehwe sa video no fama no damu se obi asuntem wan bande watwaso wawie
eno mpukra na ye NDC contract Mahama time ena ono no be but Akufo-Addo ba 8 years nyina na omanye
nanu ya
ba 3 months ya na odi kohye big push ni ono mawie mawie isi o madu ayi kra a kire nsu ya o de mani
producer
to wana na
ko bia kan wo na susune ma ekoso no e wa ha ko za la rekopoku ebeneza do me ana cha sase edu jeni aje ekwan we afu ye shebre ni enya me wan se NDC ba ana contractors bi se Kofi Job ye hu omo sanu djuma ye MPP wo so a wo ti se omo ta na ma for criticize no so ma no kwan a na wo ni ama kwan ni ama wan si da ba e be no ye Kofi Job fidie bebrebe nya kwade den but se o ma ni sika bi enti satam ne ka bajimi bre ha de ye asantefo ye de ye hwanhwafo enti ye de party we wanya hwekura beto abama no a stone age a chum enti ye futuo se da bi omo kwasa ba I think that they will right the wrongs which will be about 40 to 50 years time isanka yero adom mahama na me sano na me enya ne kese yama mani agia bata de fita ekura menya but the better form blue mini ada yero mahama ne andi sifo nyina ase
ana fo na ya ni gisem me ma obi bia happy new year 2026 CD obe bia nya nhira ma wo ena ya ni gisem pa wo de aso be share video we akwanya mu hwe from Tepa to Goso Tepa to Goso na satam Tepa to Goso ya kwanya ada wo futuro so be fra Ashanti region aba for region just wa fa Tepa Ansah no wura Goso ba kwana nye na ni gisem say less than 3 to 4 months akofijo ba kwan su yi na ye kasa new year yi and omu go asphalt less than 3 months president Mahama big push you know for mind this new year omo na nya so faso the MP was site honorable Haruna Muhammad MP4 Esunafunof Goso
that kwan wey titiriw ana hafofo e de abufuo ene ye ni bre etu aba etia MPP mama Tepa video Goso ya won contract 3 months ya ni na o man panyi bi Bible so me miensa pe wo de asfati wa kwan a me ka say aba Ghana for etutia Area Mahama 2016 na ayese yedi mama na busu ne ndisi fo bro na eye Ghana fo ankasa na yedi abo e kwan bia Area Mahama no sekutam 2016 ade ko position ya sakwa ba beto isanka Area Mahama na me sano na me enya ne kese sako unde ntia Ghana fo bia se wo ba kwata de mama nya na adwi so be ko bia kan wo na soso ne ma e koso no we ya wo hene e wa kyesua hwidiem Goso emem efie be wo twe wa kwan efuturo ku na o man panyi bi Bible so me miensa pe wo de asfati wa kwan a
far from Bechem to Tepa to Goso na ye futu kwan yes ahu bi enne na hu ni sa no take asphalted road to omusako me say wo di free kukuom eko honorable Erikopoku ni krom sankore under MPP na me so my kwan na aka about 2-3 kilometers to sankore Erikopoku krom alo bijai na me say MPP o ma jai kwan no because of Erikopoku enti ndisi bae na contractor Jeff atiasi kwan no so a me no ka so ye adwuma omo ma ne ye adwuma the same contractor o omo mani ye adwuma like 3 to 5 kilometers to Sangore ano man stop here any futuru ye just they o ma target se kwan bia so say Erikopoku ye gini city no enti ye nya kwan no ti mi no ka sei afina contractor na ko site wo wi akwa Sangore town rules na akwa ye so you cannot look at this now me can tell me say MPP ni NDC eya the crop because they are all political parties. Chirame hospital and the 111 akufa the so shasi or catch us over the 1.5 years ABC 111 hospitals. Emma Otum for na musinia Otu no man ko da mo launch breaking grounds. Breaking grounds were ye trade. Our Ashanti region ajana 11 ekwo ka say Ghana for bebre gidi esusu say muntumi nye because the mudi ka sha say kura munwie. Bi video no ho Emma Kufuado begina ho reply o hene no say di natem. Nani mo di natem. After 4 good years, Kufuado antimi an commission 111 hospital. Yebeka say 10 key ye bie na ye adwuma. Honorable Health Minister Kwabena Minta Kando last year no mshase was this year omo commission 10 agenda 111 hospital omo commission 10 omo nya mane omo ye hu adwuma. Can you say same about MPP? Rich Hospital. The only one I'm saying the first phase. Second phase in a dinner dear in chance for 8 good years. Aka Afari Hospital. 85% complete. Air conditioner install omu wiani nyina kronfo. Machines ni nyama omu kofa anwa kade nyina import mani bedu container tema e ka ho seye. Ketia. Mahama less than 4 years. any see first phase commission ye the major before despite a propaganda course or OCSO to galam say na merwafo demonstration naked demonstration mahamujuno no matiasi mountain yo mahamujuno
yes I don't so answer no we twikaza
unse unyina unse ohwe mabaju se onse bia efita
ye dey say about said
aha enwi no efiri tuntum be efita e fra no dwene
munu na menti ase
enti unyini a sometimes moto unse ba bia unwi obi a wahamu wahamu yo wachi demonstration yet omusie Akufo-Addo Mahama secure funding for second phase for 8 good years. The strongest hold of MPP. Aho no munyo mu vote nyina efi. Munkosi second phase ni ma asanteman emanya ba bi ntina nto ade keke. Ya secure funding 8 good years omanye. Mahama ni NDC fo a ya so omo no asantefo, omo mpa asanteman. Said the MP before Katra Santa for say Brownings in the NDC the Omotan Santimano. One no who say a doctor focus strike one craha and a Ghana henina and cra for who told Mukakra because your military hospital soldier for dear or Munomon strike. Ain't Crofoko Kojaya she into a quack will see another military hospital Ewo Kumase Ashanti region Nasadachi bia a doctor for an answer for a margin so Munko striker. Asantimamu for enswanya baby ako odo no onwene mu hu no ekokosi ye Akufo-Addo na MPP no modwen asantima ho no e by 8 good years e masa project ni kawram honorable Kwabena Minta Kando ranking member health committee parliament in opposition okoho na wakwa akohwe de ekoso ho ye the security for preventing ye assorting in honorable Kwabena Minta Kando so na ni creature we say kwa akohwe. Can you say same about MPP? Can you say same about NDC? It's never the same. Now NDC, the entire Debia make us say and crepas and puntu and nipa has to about Ghana. And to make no sense for any reasonable human being. Bekwako Q so kwako to about my MPP. Say me one constituency in Ghana. Say me one town, city or village in Ghana. Obekwa social amenities and near my many pound how much is in you akwan ayasabia market yes I many nyina ebekwa akohwe eni aban wo ho ne beka se MPP na ye se yedu a MPP ye mu nso na NDC ye mu miensa ebie ni hoda ebie o ma krebie ni Ghana ha not Ashanti region, no voter region, no Greater Accra, no region, no village in Ghana. When you talk about development, say yenye enfamwa Ghana for in how mono, forget it. And Grofuaka say na say sometimes na AS3. Kufo MPP betna so 8 years. Water treatment plant ba kukura no mo ade capacity. Say yen build a plant I betimi increase water production about just 1 liter or manyebi. Professor Mensa Baye 2009. Sabre Greater Accra na nsu ho den papa and intina kofa ko 4 gallons de Baye. Within 1.5 years, by the time we do 2012 na on water treatment ebuso amobi enya nsu na Mahama at less than 4 years SC desalination water treatment. Tell me 8 years of Akufo-Addo water treatment or mobedo or Ghana ha. With the growing population, one water treatment, the existing one project or more almost the expanded water project. Tell me one. We don't have it. And then these same people tend to say, come and say, oh, 1 year and the NDC, there's a water shortage. Then now we are here. And the MPP and NDC is never the same.
It's the same.
Your bloggers or more me actually mind to say Amaru. And your bloggers or more mine.
Oba boy din. Bo na me hwe. Wo ga sem suro. Bo.
Dan ya mo kwa ku pim. E se mo ma sem so mo twen say. Wo wa sem.
David e be sibi. The AC the best
yo wa se wo court wa edi o fe wo se ye di asem ni wi aba be ya ambassador na ambassador na de o ba bodaru a kire say false publication ye na konsawom ne ko bodaru o de aso de o
FAO
o de oso onko
FAO yes no arc FAO we dey be 6 million mu be hu de ade be ye mo kra de mo de mo kra mo se ye
600 million one to na nipa na bros na expand
manager kra mo adwiri be Amaro where is your next stop
sisi no de ye boa president John Dramani Mahama na niema oye no yama Ghana fo hu de ye ne de nyina ye betwa sometimes president de ya wa appoint minister wa appoint DC MC onim so mo ye adwuma nanso se ye nso ya nhwe akire ammoa ma president adwuma nkoso a ebi ni example about president say bia we ya bate bia na enye eti ye de we akire we are building the Ghana we want together se niema ne koyi ye betwa ye nkoyi ye betwa make an crofro market ye be kan ho asempa video no ho a ye ne be ye hu dede ma president ko ho vice president ko ho e Michael Kates omo isi president she boss within 2026 year ending ye be be crofro market but menyantete ye be say contractors ni site me pese me man mre to February me kwa akohwe ewura wa ma Ghana fo nyina hu because when a president be gina share Ghana
omo primary si omo koto abey the hear me kese no say so tiom conversation na it looks like they don't know why they lost the 2024 election unu so mu nim because so omaduom say ya fa cremoniti e na Ghana fo e koto aba omaduom say ya fa ni patentin
almost say NDC for the introgu almost say the DDP aba omo trade yan ba ko mkukuru report ndi ko aden say
dey nko na omo giwiase
aja so mu na advert kakra we tinti entene tew
o
bon be for
we dey 45 bi pen ye kwa ne sa ye
unim sa unim kuku Spencer
yeah
yeah media section say o hine
oh wow
kwasi ada we si ne hine
oh wow
kese pa o akropon
oh nice
si so ma ne tufu hine
oh nice
na si krantin
papa bi
friend say akropon
kwasi ada ya
oh wow kuku Spencer
ye beko
ye kujira mu diama no all right yankajam
yo commander ye kaja gumu a two twin bedroom bi aben we twin 2 bedroom self contained abindo so na assassin so ka ho ne ye ton bibi na aba na ye jemu we dalet obese dalet sauce and ye jemu ye twin 2 bedroom self contained and assassin enso e ka ho a ne ye ton na wo se ye kan tro se we de damu so nkokora wo yarefa Tipa junction ho ene wa ye jemu na wo se ye kan tro se sa twin 2 bedroom no wasi ama edu lentil level en wo jemu it would ye kakra bi a wo de beka ho na wo sen na afen so borehole nsuo enso e compound ho no mo a yasa kra nso afense awole bibia kama pa eti we de yi tuturumika na enya afen akota asase man so sem na afen asa besi dana nanga asenso hawo enom ne ade mesre wada fa bronya ho wi akokɔ sa 22 bedroom ya esase nso kan ho aye ton a building ne kwadu lentil level no ebetumi aboa wo size no 70 by 100 into a businessman or woman now we had great location at the amount of business no and me ade dia broni be say look no further since your building any land a war the heart of the city yɛtɔn ɛde ama wo Oyarefa Tipa Junction eben KO free hardware shop no bri Oyarefa main stretch no so ɛna wo we nya kasa tenten uska opeso utoden ni asase a na wafa number no afre 0591 104627 0591 104627 now no one mashe edi abomu MTN free after one yegu so ye bon komode ye bon komo papa na ni nyina ne se wo se kasa bi a wo kasa wo MTN so emfa woni don hura edi no ene ewunya subscribe to MTN free after one no na chese every 10 minutes bi a be kasa no within the 1 hour no mesre wa daroma semano ba ko pede e na yete wo umpewe edi ebie na ape which what the free after one extra no aba ti wa tumu nchene ama no ayede enti e say for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour no patcho utua first minute ne pe na wo esen enwo the here so be dial star 550 hash bra you su MTN no na chese wo ko anim star 550 hash na ona wo sen MTN still everywhere you go Gini and so tai chen this season show bra wo se an control say nei ba no say wo no anwa mo no mutuo jollof nom ene ne nkeka hu nyina no a eye Gini rice no eno ena be yiso na Gini rice no so to Gini rice no pe mesrew de tie ne say o scratch card bi ewo mu no a utumi kura nye opportunity fly ko Dubai enom ne ade Gini rice so de FDA fo ajatum kola no na nzo no amu ba ko na wonni nyese bia wadu ananye de mo papa no ho na wo no ano a yanum di ama na isa pe Gini rice no na fama o na bibia enye kama na bianso entoso tontina 74 mesha eno no boa war treat typhoid kidney infection hepatitis abdominal pain bia wo no nemu yadewa wo bad breath o pampan nye osatete wo diabetes prostate liver infection no unimo bia wo HIV a mesrew manage tontina 74 mesha ne bi ebeboa no ovarian cyst fatigue achew early cancer obo wakuhu chronic cough ni nyina no tontina 74 wadru pharmacies nearby shops no sabeka bi 0246 073498 and 0501 628931 tontina 74 first about medicine you register South Africa Heart Builders yakwaja sase papa manso sembia ni ho dawa luchibua dingo chopoli shy health and sase ni bi ho no mo ye ton dia ma Heart Builders for free akomem and ye ton sase